Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Huh? So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
till I die. And kill till I die.
The Madness Comic Network and Comic Related Madness proudly presents Madness Tuesday Morning Brew. Tune in to our content on Comic Talk with Pops Van Zandt on YouTube.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, and you know what time that is. It's time for the Tuesday Morning Brew, and I gotta say, it is flipping cold and raining and just disgusting in Texas, you know, if you live here. So I'm dressed as Pikachu because I couldn't be dressed as a burrito, which is really what I wanted. But I'm here with my coffee and my knives, so I'm gonna be disgruntled about the weather, but I'm here. But I love being on here so I can talk with you guys about comics. And today is a great show. I have a guest, as I'll usually do. And let me say, this is one of my favorite kind of shows because we get to launch a Kickstarter. And I love doing that. And I love having my friends on so I can help launch their Kickstarters because it's so fun. But I digress. Before we get there, I want to give you guys a couple updates about Path of the Pale Rider because we're so close to being done. We have like 2 pages left, I think, before it goes to editing. So I think I'm getting those today. But I just wanted to show you guys, just to remind you, some of the cool, you know, we have all these blah, 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 blah. Good morning. Great covers. So, of course, we have Marco's cover, David Rodriguez, the infamous Santa Claus. Love this cover. None other than Rich. The Richness has his cover. Ken Salinas and the Voodoo's, also available as a t-shirt. And I'm going to show you guys just a couple of things. So this is our thank you page. Everybody that backed the Kickstarter, you're on here, so you can take a look and find your name. This is our little quote page. People need to pay attention to this. This means something. But I love having quotes. And like last time the quote was a little poetic. What's up, Jeff? This is more comedic. It's never trust the living. It's still pretty poignant about what's going on in the issue. And where we pull this quote from is the Handbook for the Recently Deceased, which is from Beetlejuice. It's the book that they get when they pass over. So Never trust the living. And I just wanted, this one's a small spoiler, but I just wanted to show you guys that page again, now in color, where this dude is singing this Elvis song and then we cream him because anybody who sings In the Ghetto out loud deserves to be destroyed. So enjoy that page when we get there. And of course, I just want to remind you, there are riddles in every issue. And this is the riddle at the back of number 2. When you solve this, it triggers something. You get to interact with one of the characters. So I'm very excited for this to come out. I can't wait. You know, the Choose Your Own Adventure is really great work in here. The art is just fabulous. Coming soon, real soon. Can't wait. So anyway, that was my little update. I don't know if you guys saw, but I'm working on some 3D printing stuff. I'm learning. We're going to do something fun and interesting with these. Hopefully a surprise. We'll see. Some of you already know what it is, but we'll see. A quick shout out to JD Rosario. I got Vicky Styx today. Thank you, sir. I can't wait to cosplay as Vicky Styx, the undead princess. She's like a Frankenstein meets underworld, kills lots of things. Right up my alley, right? It's cool. But now we're going to have some fun. Let's bring in our guest, Corissa Grant, my good friend. I'm so excited for you today. We have been counting down, hemming and hawing, trying to make sure all those rewards are right. I'm wearing my Worthy Chaos pin today.
On the demon side, I see.
On the demon side. That's kind of where I'm at today. Didn't want to get up, didn't want to go in the rain. I just have coffee and knives, and that's kind of like where I'm at.
Yeah, it's a little cold here. I think it was 24 degrees overnight. So yeah. Not good. Not happy. I didn't move to the south for this.
Right, exactly. We didn't come here for it to be cold. It's supposed to be warm. That's why we're down here.
That's right.
New York and Michigan, bite me, right? Get out of here. We don't want to deal with that.
Yep. Should have read the fine print, I suppose.
All right. So just to remind people, Corissa is a writer, and she writes the Worthy Chaos series. And this, do you want to tell people or do you want me to?
You go ahead.
All right. So this is my elevator pitch. These two people, Draven and Sarah, are both aligned differently. So Sarah is aligned with the light and heavenly forces, and Draven is aligned with the demonic forces, but they are in love. So this is like Romeo and Juliet meets Supernatural with all sorts of badassery shoved in there. It's funny and sarcastic. It's a whole lot of fun. But I really love their relationship. That's what drives this story. You know what I mean? Is their relationship to each other, the will they, won't they kind of relationship, and then all of the curious things that are going on in the background that makes you say, I need to read a little more to find out what the heck is actually driving this town that's been taken over by hellhounds, a cult that tries to kill people with supernatural powers, freaking undead Anubis. There's so many things, undead mermen. There's so many things that you throw into this story to make it interesting, and your characters just either shred them or laugh at them or throw sarcasm. So that's pretty apt to what happens, and it's such a fun ride. I can't wait to own the rest of them. You
definitely said it better than I would have. I'm just going to take all the cons with me and be like, she's going to do my pitch for me.
Sure, you could just record me and just say, watch this.
I knew I should have bought the electricity plug so I could just plug in the laptop with your little speaker.
Yeah, except they turn off the Wi-Fi and that kind of fun stuff.
Some people, I swear.
I know.
I do like their bond. And I mean, you can tell how much they care about each other, but they don't let the other one know how much they care about the other.
Yeah.
So it's not until one's about to die or something where they're like, oh shit, I'm gonna kill everything or be killed instead or everything. So yeah, I love watching them bond, and they're he's more sarcastic than she is. I think she's just sarcastic because she's like, why don't you know this already? Like, she's just like, you should know. Why don't you believe what I said? So she's more sarcastic. He thinks more than anything, like, especially in the first 2 issues, he barely talks because he doesn't believe she's really there. So, I mean, they thought each other was dead for 10 years. So they're just like, he's like, you're not real. I'm going to protect you no matter what. I'm going to protect you no matter what, but you're not real.
Right.
So,
I'm dreaming. I'm going to wake up.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
But they're not people. No, Corissa wouldn't do that to you. Like, and at the end, he wakes up. Like, no, that's such a cheater move. All of us writers agree. You can't do the whole, it's all a dream.
Yeah.
F you, Twilight.
Yeah.
How they even thought that was appropriate. Someone should be fired.
Yeah. Like,
right?
Yes, that was that was the only good part. I like the whole fight thing going on, but in Twilight, but whatever. I didn't read the books, so I don't.
No, I mean, it didn't happen that way in the books. I read the books and then I didn't watch the movies. The movies, I even regretted reading the books. It's one of those things like you read them and you're like, I wish I could have my time back.
Yeah. I've had that once or twice with mostly movies, because books I'll just stop reading, but movies I'm like.
Movies, you don't turn them off sometimes. Well, maybe not a movie, but like series, I just be like, I'm not watching the next one.
I give a series like 3 episodes. If you don't grab my attention within 3 episodes, in my book, I grab your attention in 2 pages, but give it 3 issues. But I always say, like, the series, it kind of has to start, except for my stuff. Like I said, it explodes like in 2 seconds, but the characters have to come in, and so I give a series 3 issues. I'll generally, I think I've only walked out of 2 movies at a theater. I can't remember what one of them called. It had Dana Carvey, and I love him, but whatever, it was one of his only movies that was just him, and I just, whatever reason, I walked out. And some other movie was just so boring. It was like a 3-hour movie. And I was like, did I really pay for this? Like, and then of course you're with somebody, so you're kind of like, do you like this movie? Like, do you want to stay and watch this? Because I'll stay and watch the movie, but
just because you're here, but otherwise, let's go.
Yeah. So it was a little harder to walk out of those. But other than that, I have a way better attention span than my husband. If he doesn't like it in the first 4 seconds, he's like, this is no good. I was like, the credits aren't over. Can you give it a second? Like, come on.
He's like, I don't like the way that it opened in the credits, so let's go.
Oh, you have no idea. Like, I wanted him to watch the show Leverage because I love Christian Kane with a passion, and if he ever watches this, he's the only one I'm allowed to leave my husband for. So when my husband accepts the fate of that, what's going to happen? But he's in Leverage, and there's a tune in the opening credits, and they do play in the background sometimes. He doesn't like the tune. It's just, that's the only reason why he will not watch this show.
I have that with a couple songs, and it's in my comic. Like, if you sing that in the ghetto, like, we can't be friends. Like, if you like that song, we're done. So yeah. Hey, there's someone else here. Should we let them in?
I suppose.
Okay. Everybody, I just want to make sure you're all prepared for Mr. Potato Peeler himself, Paul Gomez. Ta-da!
What's happening, everybody? Yeah, right? It's like we talked about it or something. I just don't have a memo.
I just brought knives and coffee.
I'm going to have to send him pins or something, because he's like my manager now, and he doesn't have a pin. So,
wow.
Yeah.
You need to send him a hat.
10%.
Yeah. He needs I told him, he's like, oh, remember me when you get big? I was like, it's never gonna happen, but if I do, you're getting a paycheck, because
10%. 10%.
Oh, I was gonna give you more, but 10% fine.
I'll take 30.
So
in the ghetto, huh? Man,
You
there's
better
so
not,
many
Paul.
fans.
I know where you live.
So
You think I don't? I do.
As long as you bring cookies, you can kill me after I eat the cookies.
Oh, okay. Cookies first, potato peeler second. That's the order it goes in. Can I wear Pikachu while I peel your skin?
Yeah, but I have to make sure I'm finished with her campaign. Then campaign, cookies, then kill.
Campaign, cookie, potato peeler, death. Got it.
I'm gonna have to start paying him in your cookies or something. But
yeah.
Good morning, Jorge. How are you, sir? Thank you for tuning in as
Morning.
always. I appreciate you
Jeff.
coming on. Yeah, we're gonna remind people about
We don't speak of Jeff.
first
Okay.
campaign. Well, here's our first campaign by Worthy Chaos. So
That was like a
killed
soft
this
opening.
thing. 34 backers. It was supposed to be a $500 goal. It finished at $8.99. Look at that. Freaking zombies coming out the wall with the dog eating an arm.
It's a hellhound. Yeah.
The Hellhounds. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
Right?
I
The
like
Hellhounds
new
are
ones,
awesome.
too.
My personal favorite, I think, well, I think everybody's favorite is Undead Anubis. Like that.
Yes.
That's just, everybody loves that. But
Yes.
the Undead Mermen.
Oh, I know. I'm almost
Yeah.
tempted to like have merch for Undead Mermen. It's just because no one ever expects it. But yeah, Anubis is clearly everyone's favorite.
I mean,
there
look
has
at
not
that
been-
plushie. Hold on,
Yeah.
hold him up.
And he's so soft. Like
He's so cool.
and he's all embroidered and he's got his little ruby, the rubies, the gems, whatever, and he's got a cool tunic thing going here and his little staff. So yeah, I mean he's all embroidered and it's soft. So like I didn't even know what I was getting into. Like I met this chick in one of the cons I went to and she had the most amazing plushies and I was like, I need you to make plushies for me.
Yeah.
Now you got to
Okay.
mention, because this is the launch campaign, that is actually part of the campaign.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
He's
really
part of the
cool.
campaign.
I know people are kind of like chomping at the bit to get those. So hopefully they're watching the show so we can push the button. They can go grab them before they're sold out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's limited edition. Anubis.
Right.
He's special. We have a couple of pre-orders, add-ons for I have a whole army of plushies, but these are pre-orders because they're not in this issue. But this is our Deer Demon. I just want him for his petticoat. I mean, he's cool either way, but
Deer
he's got
Demon.
a fire tail and wings. But he's adorable. He can't win against Anubis. There is a fight though, and I'm making a banner that they're fighting because they do fight in book 2 where he is. So
That's cool.
but yeah, I'm not going to say who wins. But then we have other things in there, and we have the hats and stuff, which I have to send Paul a hat apparently. But
I think this kind of turned me on to the plushies too. Like I think like an undead, a Big James plushie.
Yes.
I think people would like that.
Yeah.
I would absolutely get that. I didn't really think about how much people love plushies. I had I bought them for myself, and she did such an amazing job. I even said I'll order it after I see it. I had no idea this was a unique pattern that she did just for mine. And I had not expected it to come out so good. So I was like, I mean, the staff is 3D printed. I mean, it's awesome. And he's even got little claws because there's a page where he comes out and the claws are there. So he's all good, and he's got little ears. I could pet him all day. So
And that's amazing. You don't see that on most campaigns, and you don't see half the stuff that you have on this campaign. Because I mean, you have tons of stuff you should tell the people about.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Lego. Lori, have you seen these Legos?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think she's on the
They
creepy
look
side.
like creepy to me, but I mean, that's what happens when you get custom made Legos.
There's two sides. There's either creepy or wow, that's really cool and unique. So she's on the creepy side.
Hey, you got to let the customers decide, though. I mean, there's going to be those people who love Legos and collect Legos and might see them and say, you know what, this is different and unique and have to have them. So, I mean, whether they think it's creepy or not, I understand what you're saying.
Right.
Everyone's got their own opinion.
I don't even have a side yet. Like I'm torn. It depends how long I look at it. Because sometimes I'll look at it quick and it's like he's a little creepy because it's shiny.
It's his
And then I'm
nose.
like, yeah. But if you look at it like if you make it a smaller, I haven't gotten them in person yet. They're in the mail. They should be here like in a couple days.
Don't be showing all this stuff off. We're going to get to the campaign soon.
Yeah,
we
I
should
know.
talk
We-
about the
We're gonna
book.
push the launch button and we'll go
Yeah.
through all of it. You can talk about everything. So we got time.
I mean, it's good to tease those people and let them know that there are these items that you don't see in all these campaigns, like that plushie Anubis. You don't see those things in most campaigns. You don't see the Lego figures in most campaigns.
No.
Your campaign is definitely stacked with tons of great stuff.
Thinking outside of the box. That's great.
Yeah.
And it's not
And that's
just for the
important.
story. The story is actually good. I'm not just
Well, no, but I mean, it shows your level of creativity as well. You know what I mean?
It
Like
shows
thinking of
my
other things.
obsession for my characters.
Yeah.
Like I have an immense obsession with everything. Like everything that I have is because I wanted it, and I figured since I bought it, I might as well share it. But yeah, like the plushie was like, and the plushie was like a half thought. Like she had been working on my prequel stuffed animals, which is Draven. These are their clothes in the prequel, and I just really liked them. And then I was like, you know what I should do? I should do Anubis. And she's like, I think I can do an Anubis. And I was like,
That's
make me
cool.
an Anubis. So
Yeah, I need to find your lady so I can have
Yeah.
her make
yeah,
Big James. It's funny because I have I have a survey out right now asking people what kind of merch they're looking for the next campaign.
you didn't
And
have
a
plushies
lot-
on there, though,
Yeah.
did you?
What's that?
You didn't have plushies on there.
I didn't think about it until after you and I had talked, right? No one put it as an add-in either. So, but one thing that's winning is bear-related merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in other words, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's undead Big James
Or
they want
bears.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Definitely.
think
Big
he's,
James
like,
is awesome.
in issue number 1, and then we don't see him again for a very long time.
I
did
hadn't
just spoil
even
it?
read
But you
your.
talk about him on issue 2. I mean, I read issue 2
Yeah.
and they mentioned him a few times.
Yeah. Well, they kind of explained what Ju just went through
Yeah.
because
No, I
you don't
love
know he's Big James until they tell you he's Big James, and he just kind of lives there. So
Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I was like, how does she not have this as a plushie? Like,
I was just like, sometimes
And
you can't see the forest for the trees, and someone else is like, you should do this, and you're like, yes, I should.
yeah. You also need at least one handmade statue of him. My friend can make it. That's who made my Anubis
man.
statue. So
Well, I'm having a Funko Pop of Big James made.
see, I like
He
the
should be
Funko.
shipping actually
Yeah.
today. He should be shipping today.
I want to see the Funko Pop.
Yeah, I'm
think
waiting
they're
till I get him
getting-
in person to show people Big James because he's gnarly. I've seen pictures.
Nice.
I don't want to spoil it until I can see it and be like, dun, 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 dun.
I did not mention. I kept saying plushie Anubis to people, and I was like, I should wait till I have pictures. I have no idea what this thing's gonna look like, but I was so excited to have a plushie Anubis.
Right.
And it wasn't. He wasn't technically in the original story. It was something else, but it was licensed, and I couldn't use it because we role played. So when I was trying to decide what to make it, when I redid the whole thing before the comic, but when I was editing the story, and I was like, we need to make this our own story, and that was pretty much the only major licensed thing besides a couple of other character names. So I don't know. I have not, and I have in the past studied Egyptian and everything, but nothing in the past year have I ever done anything Anubis. I don't know where Anubis popped in my head. I was thinking, what else has a very strong staff weapon? And for whatever reason, Anubis popped in my head, and I was like, it's going to be Anubis. And as soon as I wrote it, I'm like, it was meant to be Anubis.
It was meant
just-
to be.
I mean, it made more sense than the other character because I mean, it's merging with Hell, you know, and he's evolved to be, you know, and he's in series 2 more. He's going to be like a more main character in series 2 because all the there's Greek gods, Egyptian gods, and Celtics and all that. So they're all there, and he'll be there. But right now he's kind of just, you know, there. And there's hints to what's going on with him. I have a lot of hints in the background if you pay attention. I mean, which is funny because I don't generally pay attention. Hi, Pops.
Hello.
He was knocking on the door.
A task
We were ignoring him. Sorry, we're having so much fun.
Hold up, though.
Yeah.
Before you launch, I have a task for you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Homework.
You just send an update right now to all your people with the
Yeah.
link to this show, telling them that you're getting ready to launch right now live, and they need to come out here and check it out and back your book.
We would love some audience participation. This is the
Well,
fun
I'm
shows
just
chat
saying,
gets to
this is
participate.
where the work comes in now. Let all your people know it's time. You're getting ready to launch. Like in 30 minutes, you're going to hit that button, and they should
What link am I sending them?
Be ready to, you know, hit
The
that
watch
button
link.
back, you know, let them know what you're doing.
I don't know what the watch link is. Send it to me in Facebook or something. I don't know any of these. I don't know anything about this.
You can send an
You just go
update
to
to
your
all your
update on
previous
your
backers.
campaign, and you send them the link to I'll put the link in the private chat right now, and you just copy this link. Okay. And tell everybody we are live, getting ready to launch in an
I don't
update.
know. If they see me talk, they might not want to buy it. I mean, before I had all those people.
Stop that. Carissa has this weird thought in her head
You want
that
it,
every time
okay?
she does an interview
want
that
it.
people cancel. And
It
that's not the
happened.
truth.
I did
It's
not
not
make
the
that
truth.
shit up.
I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to rant about it all day long.
3
It's not
times.
the truth.
3
What?
times.
Whether they cancel or not, you got to think and understand. You're selling your book, and this is a great book, and this is what you have to convey.
It was
That this
every
is a
time
great
I
book, and they
sent
want
a
to read
link
it.
of where I was online, somebody canceled 3
Who
times.
cares? There
It
is
happens.
whatever. Psh, move on.
You're
not
always
even
going to get
live
someone who
yet.
cancels. It
You're not
happens.
live
Someone
yet.
always
They
freaking
can't cancel.
cancels. It happens.
Yeah, you're not live yet. They can't
They're not
cancel
live
yet.
yet. They can't cancel.
True. This is true. Okay.
Besides, this is my show. If they
You
cancel,
want
I
to let
find them.
people know. You want to let people know
I
that
got a
you're
couple
launching.
knives.
You want to let them. You want them to know that you put this kind of effort into it. You don't just hit the button and send out a tweet, right?
That's
You
all I know.
want people to know the kind of effort that you put into promoting your book and everything. This is all part of the game. You know,
I
tell
slice
them.
and dice.
Tell them what
Yeah.
we're doing. George, you want to come out? I'll send you a link, bro.
Ooh. Yeah, hey.
I can send you.
Give
a
him
link.
that elevator pitch again, Laurie.
You missed my pitch, Jorge.
Give it to
My
him again.
pitch.
Go
Okay.
on, give it to him.
Worthy Chaos is about star-crossed lovers from both sides of heaven and hell. They are madly in love, but they won't tell each other. And the relationship is what's important, but it's also like supernatural forces. We have undead mermen, undead Anubis, a town that's been taken over by, or it's merging with hell, and the two of them fighting together to stop this invasion, but they don't even know why it's happening. So there's all these other circumstances, and yeah, the more you read, the more you find out this battle between heaven and hell, and what's going on, and how one of them is the key to overthrowing everything. I've said too much. Have I said too much?
You
That was
cannot
good.
say too much for my story. There's too much for me to read and remember. I don't know what's going on half the time.
God, I love you. You're good. It's a one hell of a ride. We'll just put it that the art is great. You get to see all sorts of blood, guts, and gore, which I love. They're super
Read the warning.
sarcastic. It's good times.
They have to read the warning on the inside of the cover.
I mean, yeah.
As my mom said, the story was really good, except the many F words, but it was really good. Thanks, Mom.
I know. Yeah, moms do that. Moms are like, your story is so great. And I'm like, sorry about all the innuendo and key jokes and gore.
Yeah.
You know. Thanks, Mom.
No, it's funny. We don't have
What's up,
any
Max?
nudity or anything, and there's a shower scene where she's, kind of delicately covered up with some steam, and it wasn't at first, and my brother was thrilled that it wasn't at first, but I was like, I have clients that I sell this to, and Mom's gonna read this, and
Right.
And she's not naked through anywhere else. I can't just have a shower scene, so I was like, can you just?
I mean, you
cover up with
could,
the whole
but
steam?
I mean, technically you could. It's your book. You do what you want.
It's your book, yeah.
Like someone was
but-
asking me where my nudity was, and I'm like, which one do you want to see nude? I was like,
bear.
It's
I
that
haven't
wanted-
introduced any females yet.
they
Look
wanted
who's
the bear.
here.
bear, definitely the bear.
Oh, hey, buddy. How are you?
Doc's wearing his Kiss shirt, and I'm wearing my Bruce Lee shirt. Yo.
Long live the
We ready to
70s.
fight? Shit.
Hey.
Laurie, are you feeling better?
I am feeling better. I
I
am.
was
It
worried
was a
about you.
rough.
Hi, Carissa. Hi, Paul.
How's it going?
I love Doc.
Don't we all love?
You know why we're here. I'll rock this freaking thing. Everybody, please share this out. Retweet it at noon. We're hitting the freaking button, yo. The link is pinned if you want to go sign up ahead of time. That always helps.
Look,
The more you
people.
got,
Got 102 followers. We're all gonna click.
It is 4 times more than the first one, so I think that's a good sign.
That's because what's been going on, right? You've been active. You've been talking about it. You've been showing the things you're working on. People have read the first issue. People are seeing the progress, and it's gaining momentum. It has legs. So it's going to start running, and I'm ready. I'm ready to click the button, man.
Look at Laurie all using an insider technical term. It has legs.
That's
Yeah.
It's
Mr.
gonna run.
Medina said he would love to come out, but he's unfortunately watching from work. So,
Oh, well, we don't want to get him in trouble.
Well, we got, I mean, freaking Max
took the day
working
off.
out there in the chat. He should be here.
I took
Yeah,
the day
Peach,
off,
want to
but
hop
I'm-
on?
should we
I'm
give
the
Max
boss,
the link?
so-
We can give Max.
Whoever,
the
yeah,
Yeah, we
come
should
on,
give Max
support
the
this
link.
thing.
Max is awesome.
No.
Boy,
talk
what are you
about it.
wearing?
I'm wearing
Wait,
a
hold on.
Pikachu onesie because
Max
it's
can
raining
come
and
out.
cold in Texas, and I want it to be a burrito,
It's rain.
but I don't have a burrito blanket, so Pikachu was my second choice.
I'm
Max
wearing my
can come out.
official shirt. I cannot figure out which side anything's on. I have like
I
my
know.
logo. I have, and I do have a
Oh.
hat, but I didn't want to look like I worked for McDonald's, so I'm not wearing the hat. But
All right, so look, I'm gonna send Max the link, but he can't be eating noodles, okay? Because the last two shows he's been sitting there going,
hey, I haven't had lunch. No
Just
noodles.
when you like
Listen,
push the button to
man's
turn off
gotta
the
eat.
camera and just be your avatar.
we don't want him eating noodles and shaking his head while we're trying to launch a
Quinn.
book. That's what I'm saying.
What's up, Q?
Hi,
You.
happy Tuesday.
Yeah, Lori,
I like
it's
Q because
freezing
he always
in my
says hi,
studio,
and
too.
Makes me feel less
Say what?
ignored.
It's
I said,
freezing in my studio.
Is
It's
it?
freezing here too. Hi, Max.
All right, he's got a cigarette and he doesn't have a bowl of soup. All right.
No noodles, Matt.
How cold
Oh.
are you at right now, Doc?
You have to
Oh.
share it with everyone. That's
How cold
that
is it?
works.
Well, it was 25 last night.
Yes.
So-
24 here.
I don't know what it's doing outside at the
What the
moment,
heck?
but this side of the house, in my studio, I should say, has no heat, so it hasn't warmed up from last night.
I was gonna say, is your house insulated for 25 degrees?
Yeah, well, in theory, yes, but this is
In
Georgia,
theory,
so
because
Yeah,
houses
it
in
was-
Texas are not insulated for that kind of weather. So
Yeah,
That's what I
neither
was
is
thinking of.
Tennessee. Even though I never stopped hearing about the blizzard of '93 with their 6 inches, but
Oh.
yeah,
what's this?
30 degrees right now.
what is it here?
Well, you live in Michigan. You should expect that. It's
yeah.
January.
Dude,
Yes.
Here,
we
so it
barely
went up
have
a
a
little.
dusting of snow on the ground.
Yeah, we close shit down when that happens.
Hold up. None of the lakes here are frozen over. None of them. Okay.
Mild.
We have a boat in the back that's full of water. It isn't even frozen over.
So you've had a mild winter.
Dude, everybody's like, you're about to get slammed. You're about to get slammed. I'm like, I have never lived this far north and had such mild winters in my life. In Minneapolis, every winter was freaking feet of snow and freaking cold, right? Every winter. I came here, it's like we've had one winter where there was like over 2 foot of snow on the ground. In
I
9
remember
years.
though, remember the polar vortex that went through was like 2013, 2014, where it was like -40 and everybody's foundations cracked. That was some bullshit.
Wow.
I gotta say.
Yeah. See, I'm from New York, so it
Ooh.
was always cold in New York, but I moved to the south to get away from it. So for the fact that I am 36 degrees right now and New York is warmer, is screw you. Because I just freaking moved here.
I grew up in Minneapolis.
Right?
And the day I was old enough to get my license, I packed the freaking car and drove to Phoenix. I was like, I will never shovel snow again. I had never done it for myself. I had only done it for my parents, and I was like, I will never shovel snow again. And I moved down there, and now look at me because grandkids are up here where there's snow. Guess who has shoveled snow again? Guess who
We
has?
haven't yet. We moved. Fortunately for me, see, in New York when it snowed, nothing shuts down, so I still
Right.
had to go to work. But here,
Right.
if there's like a dusting and it doesn't stick, everything shut down. So
Everything.
I have clients
Shut
writing
all
to
down.
me saying, "Are you still coming today?" I'm like, "Woman, I'll come up to 3 inches of snow. I'll go out." But so yeah, I'm coming. So yeah, I still have to go out. But I think the first year we came here, 2015. 2015, I should remember that because I got married on Saturday and moved here on Sunday. So I had no break. I was like, I kept calling it my goodbye party, which no one appreciated, but it was like goodbye party. I'm allowed to say that. You can't say it. I can say it. But yeah.
Look at this.
Here.
Jorge, you're amazing. And true, it is true. Telling me to screw
I-
up is the most
unfortunately,
important.
I'm
It's like the
always
most New York thing you can do. Respect.
Yeah.
LOL. Hey.
Well, once you're born in New York, you're a New Yorker. I mean, no matter where you go, you're stuck. Everyone knows your accent. And the first thing I hear is, "Oh, you're a Yankee," and I was like, "Yes, I'm a Yankee. Yes." And the funny thing is here, though, and it's kind of an insult to Tennessee, so it's not my fault. But every time I went for a job interview, they're like, "You're Yankee? You're hired." I was like, "Wait a minute." Yankee, but yeah.
Carpetbagging. I'm carpetbagging.
That's it. Carpetbaggers.
They just think that, New Yorkers are always on the run, and it's
Corissa, did you ever see one of the signs that they have up? I know they have them in Tennessee. They got them in Georgia, Florida, everywhere. It says, "We don't give a damn how you did it up north. Welcome to the South."
Right.
Yep.
There's so many people from California moving to Texas. They have signs that says "Don't California my Texas" right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We kind of have that here because they're all moving here. And I mean, I'm not against it as long as they don't turn it into a, something that they didn't like back there. Don't turn that into here.
Hey,
But,
Q is even warmer than you are, Laurie.
What's that?
Q is even warmer than you are.
What?
Yeah.
And he is in freaking the Nordic North.
Scandinavia.
It's warmer than.
No, it's in the
I'm
Netherlands.
42 here in
I'm
Texas. It's
36,
42.
so
It's raining. It's just
Yeah.
disgusting. Cold
Yeah, it's
and wet.
36 here, and it's just a little icy. It was 24 overnight because we had to put the heaters in the vans because our vans will freeze because they have plumbing. So, which is I make my husband do, so it didn't bother me. But so I'm like, isn't it time for heaters? Like, go out there and put heaters in there. But yeah, that we learned that pretty quick because we thought, the South, it doesn't get that cold. And then our first year with the vans, it froze, and I got to a client's house and I was like, there's no water. So,
Can't wash your dog. Got no
My
water.
son called me last night. He said, "Hey, Dad, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm just making a fire to keep the house warm." He said,
Yeah.
"You don't have a fireplace." I said, "Well, that explains the smoke."
If you had this big old tree that you could use, hey.
I have
You call
several.
no lamps and nothing.
yeah, so it was culture shock when I moved here in every aspect of it all. The whole language, surprisingly, and the humidity killed it. I didn't even own an AC in Connecticut or New York. We did not have an AC. You would have like 2 nights out of the year that you thought you were going to die from the heat, and that was it. So we lived off of ceiling fans. That was it. And then you come here and you have to have AC. There's no way to live. Even in the winter, half the time, the AC's on. So
Exactly. And
yeah.
we like it that way.
That's how it is for us too, Paul, isn't it? It's like in the morning the heat's on, and by the afternoon the AC is on.
Yeah.
It's like it'll go like a whole 40 degrees difference in one day.
Yes, like
One day.
in Connecticut and New York, whatever it was overnight is generally what it's going to be during the day. Maybe 5 degrees warmer, not much, but in here it's like 40 degrees. So like it'll be when you wake up 24 degrees, and then by afternoon you take off all the sweat stuff and you're in a t-shirt, and my husband's in shorts outside. So yeah, it's like 50 degrees here. So yeah, so it wasn't expected, and I don't appreciate the cold. So.
No.
But I don't have to shovel snow. But my first year here, I think I brought it with me because it was like the first time since '93 they had any accumulation, and we had like 3 inches, and I just sat at my window being like, "This is okay, I guess." It was like the week after we moved here.
In 2010.
What's up? Oh yeah.
Glossy.
I got mine.
Oh, look at Step Buddy. There he is right there. Oh, fuck me. Oh.
Yeah, I guess she says, oh no, that's an issue. No, it has to be. She must say.
Take care, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta go. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Oh, Paul. Okay.
Abandon us.
Bye.
You and me both, Q. You and me both.
Munchkin alert. Munchkin alert. He's got a problem. Houston,
swearing.
we have a Munchkin problem.
Corissa, I didn't get my free copy.
You are getting all three, but you're getting the newer. I mean, I could send you an old one because I have what now 20 copies I don't need. I redid them. So like this campaign is all new.
Yeah, she redid all the art in issue 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. When I send you 1 through 3, I'll send you an original so you can be one of those. I've been told when I'm rich and famous, there's only 50 prints of the old one, so that's gonna be, as the president says, worth a fortune. I was like, yeah, you keep thinking that, buddy. But,
that's right. That's right.
Hey, Doc, then you get one of these too, Doc. You get one of these.
The stickers,
listen,
yeah.
She didn't hear what I said the other day, Pops, when you showed me. If I don't get one of those metallic stickers,
stop it.
I'm gonna hunt your ass down.
Stop it.
You get.
Doc needs something to do his cocaine off of.
Oh.
No, you need something to do his goodies headache powder off of.
That's right.
No.
That's right.
Paul, I think Paul and you both get. Well, everyone gets the issues 1 through 3 and the stickers and the campaign buttons and a keychain. Because I don't know how to buy a small amount of anything.
No, Corissa, you have a problem.
I do.
She always texts me. She's like, "So I got these," and I'm like, "What else are you getting?"
Well, I mean, that just means though, Corissa, you will get a free one of everything from my campaign.
Nice.
Woohoo! I just want people to read my thing, and so if giving it free, no, I'm just kidding. I like everyone to read my stuff, and
I can't wait for that movie.
Glossy. And I love glossy.
Put that back up there.
Yeah. Look, everybody. Look how nice. Beautiful pages.
I don't know how my camera works. There you go.
Oh, that's great.
You don't want it to work too good.
Yeah.
You want them to buy the book, not just try and look at the pictures on the
Amazing.
If they don't buy it because they saw the pictures online, then they're not going to buy it anyway. So, but yeah.
Right. Like you can follow what's going on in the story while she's pulling it on the screen, right?
Yeah, my artist is amazing. Jonas De Costa is the best thing to happen to my comic book, except writing it. I suppose. But I mean,
what you just said was the art's almost as good as my writing.
Yeah.
No,
it's better than the writing. Like
what she meant was this art meshes perfectly with my writing.
Yes, what she meant is I wrote this story and the artist compliments it. So it can be an actual thing.
Yeah.
Stop it.
You politically correct people.
Yeah, you don't even have to read the story. It just comes from art.
Again, hold on.
All pretty.
What?
Put that back up there. Put that back up there.
And I got told by so many people that were trying to help, and we got in a slight little fight on Facebook because I said, "Oh yeah, comics are really expensive to make," but in fairness, I bought the glossy 80-pound paper, and they're like, "Oh no, you get." The newsprint. I was like, my art does not go on newsprint. There's nothing wrong
newsprint.
Newsprint.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
I would do newsprint just to have a nostalgia comic.
Yeah, but come on, it's for her story.
Yeah, but if you
my
put it on
story, which is like an old west, it'd be kind of like it would fit. You know what I mean? Because it's a western, but not this one. This one is
in your newsprint. They're gonna need like all sorts of halftones done to the colors and everything.
Yeah,
you
wouldn't.
Look, you can't do all the super detail either. I mean, you can't do all that super detail work on newsprint. I mean, I've got a bunch of the alternate comics, and the ones that are like more the cartoony, like Wolf and Batsy and stuff, they work great on newsprint because there's not a lot to the art.
The prequel will probably be. It will probably be on newsprint. Maybe it depends because now the prequel turned into it was going to be 5 issues of how they met, and now it's been expanded to like 30 issues of the entire.
Welcome to Carissa's story, people. It's supposed to be like 24. I'm at 28. It's 30 pages.
Yeah. It sucks because like whenever I'm writing it, when I'm doing the scripts, I'm like I could end here. Oh, but I could end here. We're
just gonna keep going.
Yeah, and then 2 more pages. Well, it has to be in groups of 4, so we'll do 2 more. But now it doesn't end where I want it, so I'm gonna end 2 more. So yeah, it kind of went. I mean, the whole book 1 is 230 pages, pretty much. So
it's nice. I'm looking forward to getting like a trade paperback of yours.
Oh, me too. By the end of the year, we'll have a trade paper. I can't wait to see that.
And I mean, your artist works so incredibly fast. I can't believe how often you get pages. It's amazing.
Let me see. I hired him while my last campaign was going. So I hired him. I launched on Halloween, of course. So it was, I think, the first week of November. And when is it now? He's done like all 3. So
he's done 3 issues.
Yeah.
Since the end of October.
Yeah.
Wow.
He is, and fairness, it would have been quicker, but we meshed so much on issue 2 because we both had our own vision what we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And he was half right and I was half right, and I adjusted my scripts to fit his style because he's not the general panel. Like, he is all over the place in the coolest ways possible. I mean, I had two other artists, 2 or 3 other artists before him, and it was just panels. Just, if there's 4 panels, there's 4 equal panels, and I was fine with that. And then he comes out with these, 4 panels turned into 7 panels, but they're like so cool and action packed, and I was like, I have to lower my scripts to fit his. So my scripts went from 6 panels to 3. And it worked so much better because he can turn 3 panels into 7. Like, he just knows how to do his
Hello, Carol. Welcome.
Yeah, I just let him run rampant. So,
Doc, is that a new hat?
No,
I like it.
It's not
snazzy.
new.
Show me. Let's see.
It's just that it's cold, so we're wearing.
It's snazzy. I'm gonna have to send you a hat too. But I like that hat. So I don't know.
That hat.
Yeah.
Cha 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 cha.
I like it.
What a stare. Check you out.
I like it. But
Hey,
yeah.
Powell, what's up, buddy?
Q says his latest
Hey,
drawing.
Pale Rider, I haven't seen you in a while, bud. Hey.
I want to see the drawing.
Pale Rider,
I don't know who Just Carol is, but I'm gonna assume she's Carol. So
Carol is a friend.
Yes, Brenda Doc's from his channel.
Awesome.
Cool.
Hi, Carol.
Carol is breaking in as a colorist. And let me give her a quick shout out.
Yeah.
She asked me for something to practice on. I sent her a sketch card, JPEG.
Yeah.
And she did work every bit as good as a colorist I paid $200 to.
Nice.
Very cool.
So she's got a future as a colorist.
I have to say, my artist that you see has remarkable art. He has never done a working paid project ever. This is his first project.
Wow.
So yeah, so I got him right before he would have gotten famous with somebody else. So yeah.
There you go.
I said he's not allowed to he gets, taken by some big company. I said I understand that I would cry. So
You cannot chain him in the basement of your house.
And I will.
No.
Take a chance on a contender.
No, I keep telling Brandon this too from Avalon. He keeps his artist chained up in his basement. We have to remind him to feed the artist. He doesn't let him out.
Well, they don't call him starving artist for nothing. I mean,
you gotta feed him.
Yeah. Look, I didn't get this body by being a starving artist.
No, I don't have that problem. So
I don't think any of us have that problem.
No,
It's fine.
I bulked up for the winter so I can hibernate.
Ah.
If it was socially and financially acceptable, I would definitely hibernate. So
I know, I would too, man.
I mean, in Connecticut and New York, it would have been for like 4 months. Here, it's like 4 weeks, so it's not as bad. So
Right.
But I would go back. The only time I'd go back to the north is for fall, because fall is gorgeous in New York. I mean, you've got the leaves changing.
Yeah.
And you get more than 1 week.
Carissa.
South week. Yes.
They have the same trees here. They change colors just like they do
okay.
there.
Well, in Georgia they
Overnight
do.
in an hour.
In Georgia they do. Here in Texas we don't. We don't have those trees. It's flat.
We do have it. We get fall here for about a week. Like if you don't look out your window in time, you will miss the color change. But it has been better the last couple of years. I've been here I don't want to do math, but I think it's 7 years.
Oh man.
8 years. Oh crap. 8 years I've been here. So I'm smart. I moved here the day after I got married, so I can always remember how long I'm married. So it's nice.
So QC just wanted to show you what he's been working on for the last couple weeks. So
what's that? Yeah.
There it is.
Wow.
Ooh.
Nice.
Perfect timing. That's coming soon, ain't it? I can't wait to
I
see
want to
one
direct
coming
your
out.
attention to the bottom right corner. You will find Crom flipping you off. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
I did not prompt that. That's just what Q did. We love it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's going to be awesome. I don't know. Is it time? Should we mash the button?
T-minus 7 minutes.
Yeah.
4 minutes. Isn't it 4 minutes?
4 minutes. Yeah, T-minus 4 minutes.
Hold on 1 second. I got to go yell at my dog.
Everybody, please share this out. Everybody watching, everything, share it, retweet it, wherever your socials are. Share the stream out. Share the link out. It's pinned to the top of the YouTube chat.
Let's get this.
It's time. 4 minutes. We gonna launch this thing.
My fierce watchdog of a Papillon was guarding the front door, safe from whatever walked by. So if I open the door,
there's a leaf. There's a leaf.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go get a refill before this thing launches. I'll be right back.
Carol, there's absolutely no need to be nicer to me.
Do you want me to play your video from the last campaign? Because I can do that. That'd be fun.
My what?
The welcome video from last campaign.
Sure. Well, it's different art, but you can show it. It's the same.
All right, let's just watch it.
So, Corissa, that was your old artist?
No, that was the right one. I thought she was going to play the other one. That's this one. The one
I was going to say that dude. That's some good ass art.
We're going to play it, right? This is from your first campaign.
That's the first. Yeah, it does not play. It looks like there's no.
What are you talking about?
Did I change it? I didn't change it.
I don't know. I'm playing it off of your Kickstarter.
No, that's the old one. Yeah.
There's mischief afoot.
I didn't do it. Crom did it.
Yeah.
Crom did it. We ready. T-minus 2 minutes.
Yeah, watch it not work. Like I'm.
It happens to me every freaking time.
Thanks for the warning.
And then I'm like, please talk amongst yourselves while I go check all the damn shipping. What happens?
Hold on. I want to put.
Or like, I tried to put early bird special for a certain amount of time, but it has to be from after when you push the button to go live. It can't be from before. That would mess it up. But
wait, what happened?
So like I did an early bird special where the reward is only available for like the first week of the campaign.
Oh.
But you have to set the time. So you say like it's available from this time on this date to this time on this date. And if you put it prior to when you push the go live button, it'll F everything up and it won't go. So if you didn't do any of those, don't worry about it.
Laurie, this is the morning brew.
This is the morning brew.
Where's your brew?
It's right here.
Corissa,
dude, I got coffee. I got knives. I got more knives. What do you want? I got Pikachu ears today. I got my worthy chaos.
Where's your brew? Look, Tasty.
We're all here, dude.
I don't drink coffee, but I have.
Kick her out now. Kick her.
I'll just pretend I have my own mug.
Worthy chaos.
I guess we can let her slide because Max is just drinking a Coke, you know.
Yep, every time. Brand loyalty, man.
It's time.
Okay, so let's see the errors that occur. Hold
You
on.
won't. Come on, we'll do a drum roll.
Come on, be optimistic.
I am an opti-pest. I expect the worst, but get the best out of it.
Right? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Go.
What are we waiting on?
Did it work?
I'm gonna let me refresh because it's my screen.
Oh,
Hey, look at that.
there it is.
All
You're
right.
up and running.
Woohoo!
You want me to play the new video?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think this is the same one, isn't it?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's
Is
the
it?
same one.
That's I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why the other one should have been red. Was it not red?
No.
No.
I saw the red one. You blew past it when you scrolled.
I did see a glimpse of the red.
I don't know what happened.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I got to go to bat for Laurie on this one. You guys are imagining things. I didn't see it.
I was like, did I push the wrong button? There was just one play button that played this video, and I was on the first campaign. It said just for one. Anyway, let's move along. Woo! We got a backer.
Yeah, there it is.
So, I'm going to keep scrolling. I am going to be a backer on this, absolutely. But I want everybody to see some of the cool stuff that's on here.
Yeah, no
So
doubt.
for those of you who are not familiar, Worthy Chaos Redemption is a brand new horror supernatural comic series created by C.A. Grant, as you can see on the screen, and her writing partner, J.C. Literal. Did I say that correctly? Her last name?
Yes.
If you like Supernatural, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, you're in the right place. This is for you. This series follows Serafina, a paranormal hunter, and Draven, great names, by the way, a deadly assassin, as they try and stay alive through horror-filled nightmares starting in a town merging with hell during an angel and demon war.
Ooh.
I mean, that's where we start, people.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So,
Where's your co-writer?
She hibernates, so you will. She's actually talking to me right now, which is why I looked down. She just probably just woke up. So
I think she's a myth.
yeah,
right,
she
let's
needs to
go,
come
let's
on the
go.
show. I'd
Let's
love to meet her.
Clear this out. Tell the world. Let's get some backers on this dude right now. Come
hold
on.
on, let me tell my mom. Maybe she'll come and back me.
Yeah, it should have sent an email to all 102 of those people and
This
said,
is
like,
my
we're
mom.
live now. So
This is my mom that didn't know she had to log in to get notified. She's like, why does it keep asking for my password? Mom, you have to log in. It doesn't magically know that it's you that wants it.
some people don't know.
It's a verification thing.
It's live. Go send money.
What's up, Timothy?
Hey, Timothy Fling, hail.
How you doing? Timothy's going to be at CromCon this weekend, so you'll get to see what he's got going on.
Ooh,
Nice.
this is the new cover. So chapter 1, this is the new one, because here's the one that we have, and then this is the new one on the screen, because remember, Corissa went and redid all the art for issue 1 so it matches her current artist, which is really cool.
Being insane and going into debt because you're obsessed with the
I know. She was like, should I do it? I was like, don't do it. She's like, I did it. And I'm like, okay.
I went back and forth. Like, Pop
Look at
said
this.
no, you should wait. And you said no, and my brother said no, and I did a campaign, and like everyone said no, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like,
Welcome, Bristolian Dave.
I try to talk myself out of it. You know, I had people say, you know, artists change all the time. And I was like, you know, if there was issue like 3 or something, this is issue 1. It's the first one people see. And, you know, if I want them to come back and you know, so, and I'm obsessed. And I love the way the new characters look. And I made sure my husband was okay. Cause he's like, thank you. He said, how much did the first one cost? And I was like, this one's way cheaper. And he's like, all right. So
that's all that matters. Don't give them the actual number. Just say it's less.
No. My husband has no idea. I was just like, just don't check the credit cards because
this is Ian's cover. Check this out, guys.
Yes.
Beautiful.
That cover's amazing. It's amazing. I love that cover. And he did the lettering. He's so modest. He's like, do you mind if I do the lettering? You can erase it. Hi.
Hey, Carissa.
Hi.
This looks cool.
Thanks.
Christie Shinn.
Christie.
Yeah.
Oi!
He's like, can I do the lettering for this? You can just delete it later. It's like, please do the lettering. Like, yes.
I know. I love when artists are like, "Do you want me to do this?" And I'm like,
He's so modest. I was like, I kept saying, just so you know, you're gonna do one variant cover for at least every book, so at least 5. And he goes, "Let's see if you even like the first one." I was like, "Listen, you're gonna do."
You're like, I already know.
Yeah. I knew. I liked it more than he did. He's just like, it's okay. No.
Halloween comic is intended for mature audiences and contains adult content, graphic language, violence, gore, and horror-filled fun.
I should have
I'm
immature
sold.
too. You can be immature. I'm pretty immature, but
I just love in your commercial where she's like, "What the hell is that?" And he's like, "Not the librarian," in his face.
Everyone loves that scene. Like that's everything because this giant creature, he barely talks. He thinks all the time, but when he does speak, it's something worth listening to. So
yeah,
I love that page. That's our hellhound. It's part wolf, part hound, part dragon. At least I didn't say half dragon, half wolf.
It's like goat horns.
It's a monster.
Yeah, it's a monster.
Yeah, he's got the he has the arm he ripped off from the skeleton coming through the wall.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good knife work, Serafina. Good knife work. Congratulations. I applaud you.
Kicks ass.
Look at this.
It's Draven.
Oh, this is young Draven.
He's so adorable. I don't know how he turns into this really awesome.
He says he's adorable as he's covered in blood.
Well,
you know, whatever floats your boat, Laurie.
Hey, I didn't say. She said it.
I said it. But look at him. He's like this little thin, little teenager, and then the next page is all
covered in blood.
Yeah. He doesn't smile.
Oh, my
much.
favorite. He's the merman.
Yes. The zombie merman.
Hey, that's supposed to be a wet T-shirt. What's up?
I mean, they're all wet T-shirts in this comic.
It's like all bloody and shit. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Carol says, "Who doesn't like splashing in puddles of blood?" Oh wow, that's a great interior panel.
Look at this. Yeah. I just like that it's Draven that found the kids' book. He's like, yeah, nothing here but kids' books.
That's my worst nightmare is drawing stuff like that.
I'm telling you, like, there's a church scene that you'll see that looks at me. There's Anubis. Yeah, there's definitely not the librarian.
This panel, yeah, that's what makes me laugh. What the hell? That's not the librarian. Like, no, he should run. You should run now.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be Anubis?
That's Anubis, yes.
I thought Anubis was actually kind of mellow. He just said, "Yeah, go over there, fucker. You're dead."
He's zombified here. So
zombified Anubis.
Yeah.
Creative license.
Yeah.
I wonder how you can do that because he's already like one of the gods of the dead. So I'm like, but he's already kind of dead. I mean, like Osiris is zombified kind of because he can brought back to life and they got ripped to pieces again and all that other shit.
He's more zombified as in being controlled more than he's a zombie.
Oh, okay. So like the old Haitian tradition.
Kind of, yeah. There's a hint to it in issue 3, but no one's gonna get it. So I'm more than happy to explain it. But the angel Remnal has a remote control, but the runes say Anubis in rune. So if anyone looks up any of the runes, they're all accurate. Like you can look up whatever the runes are because I know people and they're gonna look it up. So and I love details. So but there's a joke that goes on later with the Anubis and the remote. So I'm actually looking forward to that because it's funny as hell. But yeah. So right now,
ask about this page because there's the altar, and then look on the left side of the altar. There's looks like Aztec or you know what I mean. Someone is getting heart removed.
Human sacrifice.
Who's on the right? Is this what culture is this supposed to depict? Also removing the heart.
Yeah, everything there is just they're actually different cultures. I don't even remember what they were. But there's a hint to it later of why it's all a trick for them. Like they have no idea who they're worshiping or what they're doing. They just follow whoever shows up and so they're not the brightest.
They're sheep. Awesome.
I like that.
They're sheep.
They'll just say like, "Oh, it's the old ones," and then, "Oh yeah, those motherfuckers." Okay.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, if you could see in the background there on that panel, you can see the wings on the church.
Right here.
Yeah. So you'll see in the next page who it is, and I think you can see
this guy.
Yeah. Okay. So you see on his belt that little remote control. That's a little remote control. Yes.
Is it like the TV remote? He can turn them on and off. Mute.
He can give it instructions through it, but not like anything too clear. But which comes into play later when he kind of goes off the wall. But
control of the Anubis.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to be more specific than that.
Well, first he chases them through a city that's filled with zombies. And then there's a fight between that angel and demon that you saw, and the remote breaks. So yeah, all you hear is the demon go whoops, and then then no one's controlling him, and he's pretty pissed off.
That's a pretty big
Anubis.
Yeah, but in series 2, Anubis is actually, he helps them. So Anubis 2, not all the gods are helpful, but he's one of the helpful ones. Hecate and Hades is helpful, and there's a couple of gods that just like to screw with them, so those are bad. But I wish.
Great art.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are, reward time.
Yay.
So walk us through these. $5 will get you issue 1 in PDF, color and black and white, so both versions.
Because he did such a great job in black and white. I just wanted people to see it, so there's no extra charge. It's included, and
that's cool.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool
because we love line work too.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate that.
He's amazing.
So $10 will get you the PDF bundle issues 1, 2, and 3. Nice.
My client just said, "Hey, I pledged. Thank you."
Yay! Here, wait. La 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 la.
I'm trying to wake
You're
up.
at $216, girlfriend. Check it out.
Ooh, nice. That's like at least 1/5 on the way in the date.
I have no idea if she did it right. She's like, "Please let me know if I did it right." I was like, "There's money there. I guess you did it right."
You're like, "I will look
It's
later.
like,
I'm a little busy at the moment."
It's like 1/5 of the way, and the day ain't started yet, so you're doing good.
It's 12 minutes, so I guess it's a good start.
Yeah.
It's like 1/5, but I'm pretty sure you'll get more, and it's not a huge amount you're asking to.
Dude, physical copy at $10 with the PDF and a sticker. That's a deal, you guys.
Yeah, that's the smaller sticker, and higher up is the mirror sticker.
That's the redrawn issue 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do number 1 physical and the PDF and the small sticker. So this is the newer version of number 1 physical copy.
This is the one you're going to get later, Pops, when you get all 3.
Oh, okay.
You'll get this one
well,
too.
I'm really happy that I have one of the ones that.
There's only 50 of those printed. So
collector's item.
Yeah.
That's knows. Got to have that OG number 1. You know.
Yes.
Yeah. Doc and Paul are going to get another copy, so I'll still have like 15
I'm
copies.
stoked. I'm stoked.
Spoiled.
I'm still waiting. I love my printers, so don't take this as a knock or anything, but my printers skipped printing my 25 copies and went straight for my 1,000 copies. And I got a message yesterday saying they're all printed, and I was like, wait, I never got a hard copy proof. I didn't get anything yet, so now they have to send me a proof because there's already an error they have to fix. So whoops.
Oh.
Isn't that terrible? I was like, stop. And that's not the first time they messed up on your order too. So
no, they messed up like 6 times. But they're too nice. Like they're probably Southern, but
they're not. They're in Michigan.
Then I don't know. But she makes me feel guilty in like the most passive aggressive way. She's like, well, they felt really bad that your first campaign, your prints took so long to get to you, so they rushed on this one and they missed the hard copy. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like I'm not apologizing to her. I'm like,
no, it's them. It's them. Like you're I know you're sympathetic, but they need like some hardcore quality control over there.
I didn't even get an email copy, so it's not even like. And I already know there's a change because this is not a knock on my old artist, but my old artist did issue 1. So when my new artist did issue 3, they wind up at the house, and he had a copy issue 1. He did not like that house. So when he redid issue 1, he's like, "Can I redo the house?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I could just add it when I re-upload the link. It's fine." So whoops, they have to now redo it because the houses won't match. And I don't know if people notice, but I'll notice. So it has to be done.
Yeah, if Laurie knows
not
me,
what
I'm
you
kind
wanted.
of like
Right,
Laurie
it's
knows
not what
me,
you wanted. I'm
she
sorry,
knows-
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. There might
go
be
ahead,
a
go
delay.
ahead.
Lori knows me, and since I like run a few things, I can be a real asshole. Like I'm cold.
No, I would
true.
never
I-
say
I
that
think
about
I-
you. I love you with all my heart.
Yeah, well, I mean, like,
Well,
I
I
always sound grumpy or mad. Like I used to. I didn't know. Maybe it's my New Yorker tone or whatever. But I've been told by coworkers when I worked in the lab, they were like, for the first like couple of months, we were really scared of you. You just sound so intense. And I was like, what do you mean?
I've always had that. I've always had that done to me. Like they say, "Oh, you're intense." I'm like, "Well, okay,
Intense,
whatever."
yeah.
You know,
So
it's funny because, because when Maud first met me, she was kind of like going like, "Oh," like she first heard of me as Demon Bitch, and then she knew of me online, and I did 101 tales with her. And then later on, when she met me, she was kind of scared, and then she met me and she said, "Oh wow, you're really nice."
I want to keep reading these rewards because I have to decide which one I want here because there's so many things that I want. So $15 special issue 2 variant by Ian Chase Nichols. We talked about his.
25% funded. 25% funded. Just keep on rolling, yo.
Keep going. We're going to keep going. $27 issue 1 through 3 physical copy. So wow, you get the catch-up tier for $27. That also includes PDF. Plus you get the sticker, Angel and Demon campaign buttons like mine, rubber keychain, and you get to download the song, which is really cool.
What's the keychain?
And you get this cool ass mirror sticker, yo. Check that out. It's bad. And there's some.
That's my logo.
You know, there's all kinds of stuff, man.
So
you have a keychain? There it is.
Yeah, this is the keychain. Yeah, you have the
There
keychain.
you. Hello.
Yeah. So this is the keychain. It's rubber and it's got like dimensions to it. It's got awesome color. This is the logo, but this is the angelic weapon that holds the power of souls, and this is what both sides want. If this would tip the scale, and Seraphina's death is related directly to it. So
very cool.
Good times for her.
Stop spoiling it.
That's not a spoiler. It's like the first 4 pages, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
That looks like a mixture. Don't take this wrong. Don't take this wrong. It looks like a mixture of Sailor Moon and the Apocalypse or something with that.
$55, people. You get issues 1 through 3 and variant. So issues 1 through 3 include both color and black and white, plus issue 2 variant cover from Ian Chase Nichols. Issues 1 through 3 PDF, small sticker, logo, Angel and Demon campaign buttons. Issue 1 through 3 printed copies signed in gold or silver pen, should you choose. Rubber keychain, large mirror sticker like Pops has been showing off. Exclusive Worthy Chaos sound download and foil 8x11 poster of the variant cover by Ian Nichols.
I get
Holy
yelled
crap.
at by how much stuff I add to these things. I know. I get yelled at all the time, but I just love giving stuff. So
We haven't even gotten down to the big old tears yet, where she throws the kitchen sink in there.
The big old tears. That was the most southern I've heard all morning.
Not to be mistaken with anything else. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I'm just saying that's the most southern thing I've heard all morning. Big old tears.
The big old tears. $75, people. Issues 1 through 3. There's so much stuff in here. I can't. It's so small.
Sorry.
Small sticker and logo. Issues 1 through 3 printed copies signed. Issue 2 variant. Rubber keychain. Large mirror sticker. Worthy KS song. 8 and 11. I'm just gonna start reading the whatever is new. 8 and a half. Wait, 8x11 poster.
Every tier has what was before it. So
Okay.
every tier, I mean, when you get
trading card variant, which is the variant, and then the glossy trading card cover issue 1. So this is like all the covers, all the downloads, all the posters, keychains, stickers, buttons, whistles, all that stuff. Now, this is where we get to the good spot because now we start getting these 3D print Anubises. So 125, you get all that plus the bust of Anubis 3D printed in gold or black. Is this a limited? Do you have a limited on this
not
one?
on those. The only unlimited is the Anubis and up.
What's up, Lee? Good to see you, buddy.
I should probably go get those upstairs.
Lee.
Lee Newman of
Hey, Lee. I'm surprised you don't have those as limited, but amen, sister. If people want to get them, get them. And of course, do 195 people. This is where you are if you want that exclusive plushie. Everybody wants the plushie.
Okay, now I'm gonna hold up. I want to talk to you about that next one. That your likeness drawn into a future issue.
Yeah.
As much as we know, you're gonna make another book. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like it's kind of hard to sell what you're doing on the next book.
Then don't buy it.
I'm just saying. It's like, what if you can't get it done or something? You know what I mean? That's why people are going to look at it. Like, I don't know for sure this book's ever going to come out because of the way people do. Okay, not because of the way you do, because of the way people do. That's a harder sell to the next issue. That's what I'm saying.
That's okay. They don't have to pledge that. It's just an offer, but they can be a vampire that gets their head chopped off. So,
hey,
just saying.
Now, if they were going to get their head chopped off in this issue,
well, how would I do that? These are already made.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's hard to do, but you know,
when she's so fast and gets everything done early,
you are
it's like,
going to keep doing this, that won't be such a hard sell,
right?
You know what I mean?
We'll see.
Yes, if
you know, with your track record and how quickly things are turned around.
Yeah. If I have to sell my house, these are getting made, so don't worry about it. I mean, I might be coming to you from like the library, but I will still be, you know.
Well, look, I mean, the thing is that if you do get Kickstarter right, you don't have to sell your house.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I've been on Kickstarter panels and like I get really fucking based with people because I get really fucking annoyed because what I hate in the comics industry is they go like this. Oh yeah, I don't care if my comics sell, and they bitch later. I only sold 6 books at this con. I'm like,
and you do care.
Oh, you actually do care. So don't bullshit yourself. So I've told people like, okay, imagine how much your time is worth. Like when you're doing a first Kickstarter, it's okay to go a little low because people don't know you. You're building crowd, building your audience more. You have to look at it that way. It's not just funding your shit. You're actually building an audience. That's what you're doing. And again, I'm not trying to talk down. I mean, I'm sure you research this, but it's like when I go to panels, I tell people like, don't fucking work for less than X amount of dollars a day because that's what you're figuring it out with your campaign. It's like, don't waste your fucking time. And so I tell people like, when you get better and better, I'm not going to go and like a Kickstarter if you just keep like for the next few years doing $3,500. It's like, you got to grow on that because you're growing your crowd. And again, I know this is your first one, but it's okay with the first one. You're starting to see, you're kind of poking out to see what
my second one
is really there. Your second one. Well, still, you're still poking out your feelings because you're still growing it.
Carissa, I got to bounce.
Bye.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I know that you're going to fulfill no problem whatsoever.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Laurie,
Doc.
thank you for having me on.
Always welcome.
Peace out, everybody.
I need to get on Doc's show too. I keep trying to get on Doc's show, and then
Doc is going to do like a pre-CromCon show this weekend. It's like we're doing Doc's show, and then like a half hour after his show, CromCon starts. So, you know, it's like it's going to be a pretty wild weekend, man. We got a lot of cool people coming out. We're debuting a new show at 7:00 on Sunday night, and it's the All Good show. It's the All Good show with Amy Allgood, and you guys are gonna love it. I promise. Her first guest gonna be none other than Mike Barron.
I mean,
can't beat that, right?
No, you're like, hi, I'm brand new. I got a, well-known guest. Everybody in the comic industry knows. That's great.
You guys are all gonna love Amy. Amy's the writer of First World. Great book. I loved it. She's cool as hell. You guys are gonna love her. That's all I got to say about that. You know,
Carissa,
I
want to know about these 2 rare, because it's like you have rare and super rare on these. There's only one of each of these.
There's technically 2, but one's mine.
Well, right. I was going to say, but you get the other one, so that doesn't count. So people, if they want to back and get this handmade statue of Sarah and Draven, there's only one.
Actually, that should have been reversed because, in all honesty, my artist already told me he will never do another one because he hates doing people. So technically, that one's the super rare one because he won't make me another one. So if anyone wants
make
that,
more of the Anubis.
oh yeah, he loves those. Yeah, so he'll probably make. I mean, they all look different, but he would probably make another Anubis. And he's gonna make the first demon next, so I can't wait to see that. So
31% funded. 31% funded.
Let's go back
Just
up.
keep on rolling, yo.
Woo woo!
Just keep on rolling. Let's get this thing funded, man. I got more time. Let's do this. Share this out, please, everybody.
That's pretty good.
Hey man,
look, Spider-Man's here.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Hey,
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Are we gonna go and get like fucking like tagged for like trademark because Spider-Man's here?
I don't know. We saw the Ghost of Marvel's Past on this show once already, so
there you go.
My mom said she pledged. Thank you, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Moms are the best.
Dead Guys Comics Games. Yes. How you doing?
My
Welcome to
mom
the show, man. Welcome.
Jude St. Clair Funko Pops, so that's always awesome when they're like, I want the plushies, I want the good things.
Yeah.
It makes me feel better.
Plushies. I've been calling them my army of plushies. So
you can use the add-on system to get your plushie too if you want.
I did. The Fangfur demons are add-ons because he's not till book 2. So he's just because I got him early and I love him. So and somebody saw it and they're like, I need that. I was like, it'll be an add-on. It's like a pre-order.
Dead Guy, I just gave you a wrench. I see you got a nice channel. Go ahead and drop your link, man. That's what we do. We promote each other. We promote each other's podcasts, all that. So you got a wrench. Drop your links. Do your thing, bro. Promote yourself as well as when we promote other people.
I love Dead Guys. Dead Guys are in my comics.
Dead Guys Comics to Games. Look. That's just an awesome name. You got to have Laurie, the Path of the Pale Rider, on your show, and Corissa.
We could talk about it. Dead Guys in my comic. Well, it's like death got broke, and then it don't work no more, and everybody's undead. And
Christie is the creator of Demon Bitch. Yep. And Max is the creator of Mary Machine Gun. Holy crap! There's people right here you could have on your show, bro. That's what we do. We get people seen. That's our job.
Yeah, I'm looking to do a Kickstarter probably in the next month or so.
I gotta say this though. I appreciate that you're here to support, but also the whole purpose of having 27 shows during the week is so that people like you can come drop your link in the chat for all the different audiences of the different shows. You see what I'm saying? It's not the same audience on every show. Trust me. Silverline has their own audience. Critical Blast has his own audience. They're all different audiences. Christie has her own audience. Max has his own audience. So when you see one of these guys on our network doing something, drop your link. That's the whole purpose. Getting seen in front of all the different audiences.
Public Carol wrote.
Oh, I don't have any. Someone draw my book for me.
That one, yeah.
I feel you.
Even if it's just the link to your channel, you see what I'm saying? Then people can go find your channel and see the stuff that you got going on.
Place ever. Like
that's what this is about.
Yeah. I mean, I see these people post, indie creators are not they're not very supportive. They're all competitive. I was like, what group are you in? Because mine's amazing.
Right, because you're in the wrong group. You need to be in our group.
I've been sheltered by Laurie and Pops because I have not had any really bad interactions from the indie community. I love everybody, super supportive and all that stuff. So yeah, I got really lucky.
That's really why we built it, was to network and help each other promote what we're doing. Whether it's podcasters or creators or what.
I can hear my cat crying. She's not very supportive.
You bet.
Dude, no pressure.
I just subscribed to your channel because I didn't know about it. So I'll be checking out some of your content later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, him and I are in talks. We're gonna do something.
Cool.
Yeah. I love crossovers or anything. Yeah. So I love all that stuff. I will cross. I will find a way to. I mean, mine has a comportal jump, so I can mess with anybody.
Yeah, let's get
one of our
Carissa more
sponsors
backers. Let's get her to 10. I know, in Doc's voice. Maybe we'll go edit it later. Hmm?
Well, you know, there's also Rich.
Yeah.
No, it's like Laurie.
and you guys know Rich would probably be here, but he's probably in class right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got other shit he's doing right.
Well, it's hard when you live on the other side of the planet
Yep.
to like have all your schedule line up with everything that's going on.
10 backers. There you go.
There it is.
Now who's gonna be part of the Dirty Dozen?
I wouldn't be surprised if it funds today. It's going at a pretty good rate, and we just opened like about an hour ago, so that's nice.
I don't know. This is all the people I know. We'll see.
as long as people keep, like make sure that everybody tells their other friends, share it out, and expand the reach, it'll fund today, no problem. Expand the reach, yo.
Yeah, I'll be staring at it 24/7 for the next 30 days. So
hitting refresh every hour.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
Awful. My last one, I just left my laptop on next to me while I watch TV, and I would just look over and be like, okay. But like I think I got all my last time. I got all my funded like the first 3 days, and then like the last day. So I looked at it for nothing for that long. But yeah.
I've got 2 monitors, and I've left mine up the entire time on one monitor. That way I can just look over.
See, it's not just the.
Yeah, but at some point you just have to stop. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, it hasn't moved. I got to do something else, take your mind off of it for a little bit.
Well, and also if you're on tenterhooks for that shit, it's like also, you downloaded the Kickstarter app. So you're just like.
App? Yeah, I know. So it's right there.
And the problem is the app kind of sucks because you can't do certain updates well on it. You have to stay by your desktop or laptop to do it.
Yeah.
That's what's bullshit about it.
That's the thing about running a Kickstarter is you can't never stop looking at it.
Yep. I know. It's just like people don't understand the amount of anxiety that goes into when you push the button and then the next 30 days you're just on tenterhooks. You think we would get used to it.
Yeah.
But
can we just run it for 4 days and then not stress about it? There was one that I back a lot of indie creators. I love to support everyone, and anyone that Pops puts up, I while they're talking, I go and I support it. But I'll when I get the notice for I try to be first, and usually I'm pretty good. And yesterday, the stupid thing wasn't logged in, and I went to go hit it, and it was already up to 1,000 within a minute. I was like, yeah, but they had and it was only 3 backers. They had a $325 tier. There was only 5 of them, so they the first 3 people bid those. And I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. So
yeah,
someday maybe.
Yeah, I know it's hard. You got to remember where you are in the process. It's like we want to be there.
Yeah,
but you have to put in the time.
I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. I mean, it's been 6 months, and the first 3 I did nothing but yell at my artist to draw something. So technically, I've only been doing this since October.
Right.
But yeah, but I mean, I it's weird because I already have the whole series written out, so it feels like I've been here forever because I've been writing it for, I came up with the story 17 years ago, and I've been writing it for the last 2.5 years, so it feels like I've been doing it forever, but I have no idea what I'm doing. So
yeah. No, I feel you. It's but every day, every campaign, you'll learn and we'll get there. It's you'll get new people, you'll get new followers, you'll get new fans. They'll find you and they'll come along for the ride. If you build it, they will come. There's a good Field of Dreams reference for everybody there.
One more slot left for the Dirty Dozen.
Yeah, come join us in the Dirty Dozen.
That's a thing. I'm learning so much today.
There's the Dirty Dozen and the Dirty 30, and then
right.
We're all dirty right here.
I'm in the top 10 peeps. That's all that matters.
I think Laurie was upset she wasn't first.
I know. Usually Allison and I are in here I'm going to be first, and we've fight over it. But I'm running the show today, so it's I have to push the button so people can see the things. But usually if I'm in the background, I'm
jumping in.
number 1.
Appreciate you.
Woo-woo. If you build it, they will come.
Absolutely.
Hopefully.
Just dirty.
Eventually. So they're just dirty 30, dirty dozen. You're just the dirty.
Yeah. But I was in all honesty, even if it didn't have a lot the first day, I was just impressed that there was 4 times more followers. That was all that mattered. I was like, it's 4 more followers. I mean, my first one had 25 followers after a month of pre-launch, and after a month of pre-launch here, it had 102. So a little different.
Yes, that would be great. Thank you so much.
See, I told you that's why I love that guy. He's awesome. He was super supportive, and when I was on the other interview, and it was awesome. So
yeah, it's great. Quentin?
Quentin's over there flirting with Carol. Look.
What? 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 Quentin shooting his shot there.
Oh, dirty fatty says,
hey. Good timing. Nice to show up right at that time. Yeah.
Holy God, don't make me laugh when I'm taking a hit. God,
that's funny. Oh, dirty fatty.
Holy pops, man.
Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah.
Great to have you.
What's up, dirty
Fit right
fatty?
in.
We are we're having a good time here, man. Let's go ahead and share this out. Anybody who's just now arriving, please share this out. Tell your people. Let's get this one funded today so that Corissa can spend the next 30 days just hanging out, having fun.
Yeah. Talking
No
about
stress,
stuff
no
and
none of that, you know?
Well, and also you can have stretch goals too, and that'll just be
yeah.
more money in your pocket to go and like
Just stretch
get more
goals,
stuff
I
or do
have
whatever.
Paul, I beat you by 1. Ha 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 ha.
He's still part of the Dirty Dozen, though. So
I know.
But the whole page is thanks to Paul anyway. He went and did the banners that have the rewards and all that stuff.
Cool.
So he is super awesome. He's
Thanks, Paul.
I'm keeping a tally in my head of how much I'm going to owe him when I actually make money.
Sending Paul stickers, buttons.
Thanks, Patty. Appreciate you, bro.
Woo! Thank you.
So, but yeah, so I'm excited. But I'm going to probably add more. I'm dyslexic and I always write sketch. So I don't know. Laurie tells me all the time it's stretch, but okay, I don't know what I'm doing.
I was like, it's a stretch goal. She's like, that's what I said. I'm like,
that's
no.
what I meant, quote unquote.
That's what I meant.
I literally write it all the time, and I have to catch myself all the time. I'm probably going to add more, but I realized that some were in higher tiers, so I took those off so that they have special stuff. And I didn't want them to get double stuff or something. But so I did add some, and there's original art that's not. There's original art in the stretch goals too. Of the panel I have back here is one of the prints. And the large stretch goal is actually the prequel number 1. So
nice.
Yeah, but good times.
Sometimes you can just put fun stuff in there too. Like Christie had Rich pulling freaking nipple covers off of his body and dancing around.
That dude did not fuck. He just used blue tape.
Demon
He just used
side.
tape. Look at that.
He used
Nice
blue
button.
tape.
Yeah.
He should have used duct tape.
Laurie chose a side. She's on the demon side today.
I'm on the demon side today because that's where I feel like I am.
Yeah. I'm wearing my McDonald's
Dad.
logo shirt, so. But yeah.
Pikachu sad.
Pikachu.
Pikachu sad and wants to knife people.
Aww. Poor Pikachu.
It's okay.
Pikachu. I like Carol already. I just met her in here.
I know. She's laughing and having a good old time. Her and Quentin in the chat, man. Woo-oo. We need one more for 12 people. 12. Let's make it a dozen. Hey, go get your PDF copies.
He's back. He's back.
Welcome back, sir. Nice to meet you again. Oh, stop it. Quentin. Harukaza, as my grandma would say. That's Maltese for shame on you.
Yeah, if you ever see me,
shame.
if you ever see me trying to type something, it's not. I can actually type really, really fast. But this keyboard has no space bar. So I have to stop and hit the space bar manually, like the little tiny button. So it ruins. So it looks like my dad typing, like it's one at a time. But
did your dog eat the space bar? What happened to it?
I did it by accident. I thought it was like, this is like the most expensive laptop I've ever owned. It was $1,400 and it lasted the least amount of time. But it was kind of like upwards and kind of like not pushed in right. So like I pushed it in and I must have unlatched. It probably could be put back in, but it can't be fixed because I called and you have to buy a whole other keyboard and they don't make them. So I kept the keyboard. I kept the little keyboard thing, but I went and bought another computer and that one's upstairs. And then I found out that one has no camera. So now this one's down here. So it works out fine. So,
damn it.
Yeah.
It's like you either get a keyboard or you get a camera. You don't get both. Sorry.
I'm not special enough to get both. So maybe if the Kickstarter does well, one day I will own both. But no.
Not the way you're going, girl, because you'd be like, I did so great. I'm going to buy all the plushies. Hooray.
This is accurate. This is pretty accurate. Yes. Paul kept asking me if I was rich because every time I add something new, and I was like, no, I'm in debt, but I like buying things. So I have to buy things. And my husband made the mistake of saying, go all out for the first year. And I'm going to go all out for the first year. So
it's his fault. Just
I blame him
reminding
for
him that.
everything. So it's fine. Yeah. So, and the graphic novel is going to come out hopefully by the end of the year. So we'll see that. Scripts are all done for all of book one already. So
cool. I can't wait. I got the
All right,
inside
guys,
skinny.
I
I love
gotta
it when Clarissa sends me things. Bye.
I'll take off. I'm
Tell
just gonna
everybody
go.
what you're doing this weekend, yo.
Me?
Yeah. You,
Oh yeah, I've got CromCon coming up. I think it'll be. Let me just check my
kind of
calendar.
not what I was talking about, but go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, you put me up here, so I have no idea. So you gotta be
About
clear.
the con appearance that you're going to.
That's what I was gonna say. You
Okay.
interrupted me. So I said. So basically, I'm doing CromCon 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's Pacific Standard, and then I will be on Sunday at Pasadena Comic Con in Pasadena, California.
Woo.
So come by and
That's
see.
what I was talking about.
I think it like the con hours are like 9 to 5 or 9 to 6. I'll have to double check, but I'll be there early to set up. So get your tickets.
Cool. Go see
Good
Christie
Lord,
Shinn,
I'll be there.
man.
Buy the things.
We will be talking about her appearance there for
Who
the rest
dis?
of the week because that's what
Who
we
dis?
do, you know.
hey,
Hey.
Rich.
Greetings. Hello. How are you? And
Speak his
salutations.
name and he shall appear. We were like, he's probably teaching, and then you
I
appeared.
was.
Hello.
I was teaching, but now I am not. I'm on the way back home.
Hey, you on public transportation?
Looks like it.
Yes, I am. I am.
Nice.
I am on public transportation right now. I am.
Hello,
I should
everyone
be
on
home
the
in
tube.
about. I should be home in about 20 odd minutes or something like that. Are you guys going to be on for that long, or are you guys going to cut off soon?
Probably about 15 minutes.
I,
All right, that's fine.
I'm willing to throw this one an extra 30, 45 minutes if you guys want to stay out here and keep pushing.
I mean, we can. That's cool.
All right, but I gotta go.
That's up
guys.
to you.
I'm gonna
Okay.
crash
Hi,
out.
Christy.
Bye, Christy.
Bye.
Hi, Christy. Bye, Christy. Hi, Christy.
Bye.
Same shit.
Hi, Rich.
See you later.
Rich.
No,
Rich,
don't call.
we're launching. We launched.
I know,
Carissa's, what's that?
Yeah, look at that already. Damn.
Yeah.
You're almost halfway there.
That's
Yeah.
everyone I know though, so I don't know about anymore. We'll see. My mom
Oh, my
already
God.
pledged, so I'm out of people, but we'll see.
You're out of family members?
Yeah,
No.
my brother, my mom
Yeah.
pledged, and I think 3 of my clients pledged. They're like, I pledged, so
I
yeah.
pledged. Yeah, well, Brianna said she was going to pledge.
Two of my clients don't know how to use the Kickstarter, so I have to go do it when I go there next. But I actually had to make the page for them, so we'll see.
Okay, 371 out of 1,000 goal. That's almost halfway in like less than 2 hours. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been what 45 minutes. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Oh my God, that's great. Yay. I am excited. I am excited for it.
Thank you.
Yay.
Rich is very supportive. He likes my story.
I do.
How far is your full from school to home?
A good 35, 40 minutes. I live pretty decently far. It's a 2.5 hour walk, so yeah.
I did that for 14 years. I hated that. I had a 45 one-way trip for so long, and I did not. I didn't mind it until like winter came, or it's a Friday and you're stuck in traffic.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
But now I drive for a living, so I screwed that up.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I had to give a really rousing lesson today. I'm gearing up all my students to get ready to attack a pretty reasonably major for them anyway concept art job where at the least they'll come away with a really great portfolio, and at the most the gaming company may hire one of the students or a bunch of the students for their concept art for the board game that they're putting together, and they'll actually get paid for it and paid a pretty handsome sum. So it's like, yes,
Cool.
let's get these kids some money. So I have to throw up all the expertise that I've ever had in my entire life to make sure these guys know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
Herculean task. 70 students.
Wow.
70 bloody students. No, 71 out of 4 classes. Yeah, man. And they all have their distinctive personalities, and distinctive quirks, and distinctive laziness.
So. They're not cats. Even my cats have personalities.
No, if they were cats, it would be so much more difficult. They would ignore me or pretend I don't exist.
You would not listen.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't. They would ignore me or just pretend I don't exist. Oh, worse.
Listen to me.
I love that name right there.
Random dude draws.
Random dude draws.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah, it's so gangsta. It has a Z at the end. Wow.
Chaos.
It's like so thug.
You know, that pretty much sums up this show. We got a lot of chaos that goes on, but we enjoy it.
Yes.
I
poster, the Shaun of the Dead poster. I know, that's epic. It's giant.
Your dozen. You got your dozen.
Woo! There we go. There's your 12, baby.
This is
Look at that. I am so amazed.
I can't even
Hi,
see.
Carissa.
Hi. This is my
Hi.
Look at that.
From Simon Pegg.
That's so cool.
Wow.
It's actually a funny story because I wrote to him when he was on Space, and when I saw him playing Resident Evil 2, I had to write to him. So, and I've never written to anyone famous or anyone, any actor or anything. So I wrote to him and I sent him a special Leon Kennedy card from the trading cards. So at first I got a generic autograph picture of just people's names on it. No, it was like a screenshot from the movie, whatever. But then like 2 weeks later, I got that one all personalized with a unique picture and my name on it and everything. So I assumed they didn't give him the card. Like they probably were like, oh, send everyone a card, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I think like 5 years later, or 10 years later, I don't even know. I was in New York City and I met him. And I said, oh, you probably don't remember this, but I sent you a trading card. He's like, yeah, Leon. I was like, yes, Leon.
Yes.
So yeah, he still has it. So I was happy with that.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
13.
Yay.
Lucky 13, baby. Woo!
Woo!
What? You have 13? Oh my God.
Lucky 13.
377. You're going to clear 1,000 before this show ends.
No.
I don't know about before the show ends, but before the day ends, if we all keep
Yeah, before the show ends.
Know what's
Before
up.
the show ends.
Simon Pegg.
I am
awesome.
optimistic.
Yeah, Simon Pegg needs to come back this project. Someone send it to him.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
What's
thank
up,
you, Nick.
Nick?
Tropic Monday.
Oh God. What's he doing here?
He's number
Back in
13.
Carissa's comic book because he rocks.
Yes.
Just back to book. That's what he's doing.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you let me in, you'll let anybody in.
Stop
That's for
it.
sure. I am. What?
Paul was
This
here.
is true.
Really bad at
Any place that
gatekeeping.
lets me in?
My Monday co-host.
Oh, he was, huh?
Yes.
What was Paul there? Paul was there today.
Yeah, Paul's
Oh,
here.
really? Is that right? What a tragedy that I missed it.
And
That's
he
horrible. I
pledged
can't believe I missed Paul. I'll bet he did.
I've been saying that a lot today. Everybody's like ragging on each other, man.
I just want to say
Lucky
real quick
number 13.
for the new
That's my
people
lucky
in the
number.
chat, Nick is one of our sponsors.
Yeah, what about him?
In Gothic. Okay.
Yes, sir. He knows.
I'm talking to the new
I
people
love
in the
Nick.
chat, Rich. Rich.
I love Nick. Yes.
I'm talking to the new people in the chat, like Randy, and Dead Guy.
Oh, okay.
Telling them that Nick is one of our sponsors, has a graphic novel called London Gothic, and you might want to go check that out. Yeah.
I know.
Yes, absolutely.
I definitely want that. I hear my husband.
I have 4 more stops to go.
Yes, this just launched an hour ago.
51 minutes ago.
Yeah.
51 minutes, and you're almost at 50% of your pledge. I am impressed.
That's great.
My husband's like, do I need to pledge to this? He's like, no, our money is the same.
No,
But, I mean,
hold up,
but
Carissa.
Yeah.
Only when you get to that last, okay, we need one more to fund,
Yeah.
then tell him to play.
yeah, I have a friend that does that. He watches so that way he's always consistently the one to like push us over 100%. He likes to have that like hero status. He's like, I did it. So yeah, people want that.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because I said I put it for 1,000 this time. I don't know if it's gonna make it to 1,000. He goes, well, you can just do the rest yourself. And I was like, yeah, I guess I could.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll make it.
Supportive. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, you'll make it.
Yeah, you're gonna smash it.
Thanks. I
Gonna
love
smash.
everyone. Everyone's so supportive in the comments.
I'll pledge on the weekend. I will
Okay,
pledge on the weekend when I get paid.
Scroll down where them statues and stuff are, where the
Yeah, go down to the
rewards and
statues.
stuff are again.
Oh,
So
yeah.
people can get a look at what's available.
Scrolling,
See the art. Look,
scrolling.
slow down. Hold up. Slow down. Just slowly drip your Go back up where that art was for a minute.
Which one?
All plushies, busts.
I mean, there's so much cool stuff. You guys that miss Paul, he was talking about like you get typical things in a Kickstarter. You usually get like stickers and buttons, which she has for all the people that want, the typical stickers, buttons. But there's so many other things that you can get, like the statues, the 3D printed statues, the plushies. Have your likeness drawn. Look at this handmade statue. It's one of a kind. And then this guy, look at him.
Yeah.
Super crazy. I mean,
Oh.
you can't get this stuff anywhere.
Now I want Carissa to highlight her team. The people that helped you make this happen, give them some love right now, for everybody knows who they are.
Well, before she does that, I've got to take off. So
Bye. Thanks for
see you guys
coming
later.
on.
Good to
Yep,
see you,
thank
Max.
See you later, Max.
You got it, Carissa. Don't worry about it. You'll make it.
Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate it. So, it was written by, created and written by myself with my co-writer Jessica, and our my brother wanted to be in the cover or wanted to be in it, so he's the editor. I don't know how good he is, but he missed something yesterday, so I yelled at him. But generally, he's pretty good. He's actually what got me into comics, so I have to give him, some cred there. But then my poor underpaid artist does everything else. Even my brother's like, he does it all. I was like, yes, he does it all. He does the pencil, the inking, the coloring, the lettering, he just does it all. So yeah, he's
Hey, Melissa,
yes.
would you like me to would you like to take the drawing that I did of your characters and put it as Kickstarter reward?
Yes, we told you that yesterday, but you were too upset with
Oh,
Paul.
well. I was already upset with Paul. I'm still upset with Paul, but it doesn't matter. I'm making this offer now.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
good.
We can put that on there.
I'll show it to you guys later when I get back.
Yeah,
I'm going to get off in another minute or two, and then I'm going to probably do a little bit of shopping. So hopefully you guys will still be open. Well, I'm only going to be there for like a couple of minutes, and then I got to come back.
We'll see.
Okay.
I'll be back
My
in
show,
about.
not your show.
Longer
Remember.
than 12:40 or 1:45.
Laurie, are you still going to be on by the time? I'm going to be gone for like 15
I don't know.
minutes.
It
So
depends on how long you take,
He's
dude.
not psychic. He doesn't know.
Hey, hold up. I'm gonna shut the show down at 1:45 our time, Rich. So that's 45 minutes from now. If you get home in 45 minutes, we'll still be here.
So I'm definitely going to get home before then.
Okay.
Well, then, don't dawdle. Get going.
I'll be there.
Yes, Eastern. Yes.
Eastern, yes.
Can't hear anything.
We give it another 45 minutes. We'll see if we can get to the 50% mark. That's what I'm really.
That would be great.
I'd love to get this.
Don't dawdle, huh? Listen to that.
Don't dawdle, sir.
I don't want to hear any of your
Back on the
crap
show.
just because it's like you think that you can say something.
Oh, you know it's all in love.
You can easily get to the 50% mark. That's not going to be an issue
Right.
at all. So I don't know what you guys are doing. Ooh, look how dark it is in this neighborhood. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
my God.
Look at this.
Please don't get
my
mugged on
God.
camera, okay?
Where the hell am I? Where the hell am I?
Would you like to borrow a knife? Jeez. Holy hair. And that's how you make a bun. Ta-da.
You actually
You make two of those and look like Mickey or Minnie?
No.
Yeah.
I could do the whole Princess Leia one though, like on the side. That would be cool. Mickey, Minnie Mouse? No, thank you.
This is about as much as I do with my hair. I think if I took it out, it would permanently stay as a ponytail. So I don't even have to bother with it. But yeah, it is. I don't care if scrunchies are out of touch or outdated. I love my scrunchies, and that's how I roll.
I think you're back.
I don't know. If you wait long enough, it'll be back. I remember when I worked in an office back in the bad old days. This one stupid coworker would walk by and yank him off and say, "This is outdated," and I'll be like, what? Like it's just to pull my hair back. It's not a.
Don't touch my hair.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But
That's first.
Yeah.
Like, what gives you the right to pull my ponytail out? That gives me the right to punch you. No? Okay.
I think that's fair.
You touch me, I touch you back.
I should have put that on a sign, like in a T-shirt on my back that says, "If you touch my hair, I get to punch you." So it's in writing.
Yeah, so you're agreeing to the terms.
Yes, if you consent to pulling out the scrunchie, you consent to me punching you. So yeah, I like that. That's a good deal. So I'm good with that. But if you want to show
which one?
Stretch goals, I have the panel, so you can finally see the whole panel that's hidden in the background. The only thing annoying with Kickstarter is every time I add something new, it goes straight to the top. And I'm like, I was working in this specific part.
I know.
And it screwed it all up.
That's why I did like the updates at the top. It just made more sense because I don't have to keep doing stuff. Here's the lyrics.
There's the lyrics, yeah. I have to say the lyrics are a little hard to understand at some points because the music there's so much beat in the background, but it'll probably be remixed eventually. So
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff.
Stretch goals.
Yeah, so there's I spelled it right this time because I took it from somebody else. That's why. So I
hey, bundle.
Talk a little bit about the bundle.
They are the most amazing.
I see Timothy Fling's book. I see Paul Gomez's
Paul's
book. I see
Laurie's book. Laurie's books. The bottom is Sam and Anthony and Raz is the reason why I met Laurie. So there's special love there. And actually, it was kind of how it went poorly because he was supposed to invite me. You did something. You were on somebody's show, I think Anthony's, but I'm not, or Stokes, whatever. And you were supposed to be on there, and he told me, be on there and support her. So I'm like laying on the couch waiting for like a link or something. And when it was over, I woke up and he still hadn't sent it. And I thought I missed it. And I was like, you never sent me a link because I forgot about you. I was like, well, I fell asleep anyway. But, but I was like,
thanks a lot, Sam.
Yeah, I do. But I did want to meet you. So I'm like, well, give me a link or something so I could talk to her at least. And then I got to talk to you. So
yeah, Carissa actually sent me a message on Twitter and was like, hey, you're a female horror writer and so am I. And I was like, and we're friends.
I was like, nobody knows that I'm a female horror writer on here.
Right.
You're the first to know. And I never said otherwise, but when I got called, bro or dude, which is, you can call me that still. It's when I got called son that I was like, well, not son, unless she
I
put
was like,
actually-
what the? Who
Yeah.
does that?
And that was when they knew what my name was. That was on Facebook.
Yeah, and that was like Corissa Grant, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
son, and it's like you need to use your context clues here, sir.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I was like, okay, no. That was the only time I ever like, because I don't care who calls me bro or dude is a neutral term anyway.
That's what it was. Look, son, and it was like, what?
Yeah.
Back up.
Yeah. That was the only time I actually corrected anyone because I'm like, I'm tolerant and I'm fine with it, but I'm not a son. So I was like, yeah, I'm not a son. And he's like, whatever.
I wanted to say, we get to this first stretch goal at 1,300, and you get a PDF of all these other books.
And they're all amazing, and they're all the same genre
so-
of awesomeness.
Help us get funded. Help us get this thing to 1,300, and you get 8 books instead of 1.
Yeah.
Carol,
And it's just fun to like get PDFs. It's like you don't have to wait for it to show up in the mail. You know, all of these are already done.
You have to ship it.
Right. You don't have to wait for it. It's just like you get an email and you get all these links and you get to experience all these other really great stories too. I love doing this on my campaigns because
Yeah,
it's like, I know you like
guys-
my story. I think you would like these ones too.
Yeah.
Check them out,
Yeah.
you know?
PTSD is an award-winning book, sold almost 2,000 copies so far. You know, I mean, these are good. This is anything that Timothy does is good.
Yes.
All
was
his
awesome.
stuff
I
is
was
good.
on-
Laurie's
I was
first
on-
book was amazing.
I was
You
on an
know,
interview
it's
yesterday.
like, come on, man, these are good books. So you're gonna get it. Oh, and Ray's, yeah, Ray's awesome.
Yeah.
Raised,
All,
it's
they're
like
all amazing.
they're characters.
Yeah.
He has like a whole plethora of these characters that just kick ass, and it's just like I can't. It's like you want to get to the next issue so you can see what happens to all of them because they're all making decisions that you're like, oh, this is going to be a bad day,
Yeah,
and it usually
that's
is.
not gonna
But
turn-
entertaining, I'll tell you that much.
So I have to say, so Carol just wrote that she had approved she was a girl. I didn't do it, but I was asked, Laurie, do you remember when didn't I send you the guy
Yeah.
who wanted to interview me? And he said, there's no photos of you. Have you ever done videos?
Yeah, he's
And I
like,
go,
have you ever done any interviews before?
Yeah. And then he said, prove it.
Prove
I was
it.
like, he's like, prove you're a female. I'm like, you'd see me when I'm on your show. It's a camera show. And I actually didn't wind up going on
Yeah, they
there.
do.
So, but he seemed nice, but I was like, that's a little weird. But yeah, I've been asked to prove it too. And I hate any picture of me. I have one picture I had when I actually had, I think in the last 44 years, I had a good hair day and I took a picture. So that's what Paul has for my press release. And that's the only picture that anyone's ever really seen. Apparently, I look better on camera here because I've gotten some compliments. So I don't know what the camera filter might have. I don't have a filter, but you never know.
Well, it's just you know, it's something that we deal with, and I know we haven't really talked about it much, but I've experienced some as well, where it's just like, oh, you're a girl, so you must not know all these things, or you must not have done your research, or let me teach you about this. And this is across the board, because I get this in martial arts too. So it's like we get mansplained sometimes, and so that's why we have to stick together. So that's why when she reached out to me, I was like, yeah, we're friends. We're going to hang on to each other. We're bringing you into the group. Let me introduce you to some people because we just kind of have to
That is
stick
the only
together and be
reason
our
I
own
am
support
here.
team.
Because of Laurie.
Look, I had this show Tuesday Morning Brew, and it was fun to do and everything, but it was like, I met Laurie and I was like, you know what? This would be perfect for you. I want to give you this show. I want you to do this show every week. And this show has taken off since Laurie took over. It gets way more attention than it did when I ran it. I only show up every now and then because she does a great job. I don't have to coach Laurie. You know, I knew from the beginning I wasn't going to have to. She does her research. She gets a good set of questions. Look, I'm not going to send Chuck Dixon to just anybody.
That was a great show too. I had a blast with Chuck Dixon. We were laughing and having a good old time, and like the 2 hours flew by, and it was just like, oh, I have so many more things to ask you.
I could have kept that for me, right? I could have kept that interview for me and interviewed Chuck Dixon myself, but it wouldn't have been near as entertaining.
I watched it while I was working. So like I'm having a dog on the table and I'm brushing the dog out and I'm like, what's going on over there? And I had, so I actually turned off my music just to listen to the interview. It was awesome. And I was worried about the whole, because I heard that there wasn't a lot of girls in horror, let alone comics. So I was worried. Should I not tell anyone that I'm, a female? I mean, I don't know. And then Laurie was such a kick-ass freaking female horror writer. I was like, well, screw everyone else. So
right. I'm like, this is me. This is what I do. I've come to terms with my weirdness a long time ago. This is me. Life is too short. You embrace my weirdness. You come along for the journey or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not going to change who I am and what I do to make everybody happy. This is what I do. I have a good time doing it and I'm passionate about my project. So it's just like, if you listen to me talk about my world, like you listen to Corissa talk about hers, it's very evident that we are passionate about these projects and we put a lot of ourselves and love into these comics. And that's really what you want.
I got to throw a little something on this comment right here. Okay.
I got you.
I don't know
girl,
who
you
did
can
that.
possibly bring anything artistic to the table. Let me hit on
Carol
you.
says she won't drop names, but hey, if it's somebody that hangs out in the madness, I'd like you to tell me.
Yeah.
In private. Okay.
In private.
If it's somebody that hangs out in my crew or in my circle and they treated you like that, I want to know because they won't be in my circle long.
Nope. This is a family, damn it.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I might not be a very good interview, but I have been told from every interviewer that I'm passionate and animated. Yeah. So that's what I bring to the table on my interviews. Well, you had a lot of energy. I do.
Some people are super easy interviews. You ask them a question and they will talk for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I love it. It's like they will give you an answer. And then some people, it's like trying to get an answer out of more than one word. It's like pulling teeth.
I know.
Yeah.
It could be nerves. Like a lot of times when people get on and they don't know what to expect or they're just not used to being on streaming, it's like they clam up or they just don't know. You know what I mean? It takes a few times. Like when I first started doing shows, I was so nervous. I don't think I answered a single question. I would go off on a tangent. So I started talking about my project, but it wasn't what people were asking me.
I still go on a tangent. I don't think I've ever answered a question directly at all.
Yes, you have.
Oh my! You even told me. You said you have to know when to stop. I said it's been 44 years. I will never know when to stop.
Well,
awful.
Carol, you could just send me a little private message because I know a lot of channels I don't pay attention to because of the way people act on them.
Oh, here's the Legos. Check them out, peeps.
Yeah, the Legos. We'll see how they look in person.
I love the Legos. As a matter of fact, I love them so much that I've been going through telling the kids, you got to go through all your little Lego dudes and see if you can find one that we can turn into pops.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I just wrote to my co-writer, and I said 377. She's like, already? Hell yeah. She's like, she's probably writing a chapter now. So
And of course, here's all Carissa's socials.
Yeah. I have a website that I'll put the PDFs on to buy and all that stuff. I gotta fix it. You can't edit things. Yeah, I don't know why that picture's smaller, but that's her sexy outfit from the prequel. If you scroll up to the stretch goals, you'll see her. And she's on there right there. See, that's her outfit in the prequel, and she wears that the whole time.
Why? Don't answer that question.
So what happened was when they first met, her brother was a demon and he was throwing a party because apparently that's what you do when you become a demon. Right. And she wasn't invited. So it was like a Halloween party and she didn't have an outfit. So she took fishnet stockings that she had and a bathing suit and her jacket and that's what she wore. And she's so shy that she's like, everyone was like, oh, she's wearing this sexy outfit. I'm like, I know, but she's kind of like hiding, like trying to hide in it. But she goes through this damn cave the whole time with fishnet stockings. And she gets slapped in the ass by one of the plants. So that was funny. Fun to see. Yeah. So, but yeah, so that's the cover actually for the prequel, or
but sounds fine. Everything is fine.
You can see like
a dog with the room on fire. This is fine.
You see Apollo in the very front. He's the little rat. You actually don't see him in the comic. He's in the background. You'll see him in the shadows watching.
Oh.
Yeah, throw a party.
Throw a party. It makes sense. That's what I would do.
He was a goody-goody before, and and then he became a demon, and he's like, F this. So, yeah. And Draven actually crashed the party. He wasn't actually supposed to be there. So, and that's how they met. So, this life, that's how they met in this life. So, and then she falls in a mine, and there she is. That's like the first 2 pages. She falls in a mine.
And he freaking has a pickaxe. What else do
he
you want, people? Giant spiders, fishnets, and pickaxes. Sign me up.
And the little rat, Apollo, who you could see in the background where he's like talking to certain large creatures to like help Seraphina. So he's like, but he squeaks to show her things, but you can never see him. You just see his little outline. So he's a little helper. He's her guardian angel. And unfortunately, he's not in the main series because, it didn't go well in the prequel for him. But he's in the spinoff.
Well for him.
No.
We'll have to read that.
Yeah. But in the spinoff, when I do the spinoff, he's actually very prominent and in there, and he helps a lot. So look at that cool ass cover. I love that.
That's awesome. Yeah, this will look really nice in a foil too.
Right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
With the pinks and the orange and the blue. It just makes
excited.
it pop.
I kind of regret not getting the watercolor. I had him digital. I couldn't really afford the watercolor. Next time.
I know.
But he digitally colored it. But he inked it on live, on his stream.
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, it was just awesome. And I'm gonna probably add more. I'm scared to say the word every time because I'm waiting for myself to say sketch instead. But yeah, one of the goals. The goals. It's one of the goals. See, there's my pen. Isn't that pretty? I love that. And I'm doing a new panel with Anubis fighting the fur demon. So I'm like super excited because I get to see my Fang Fur demon with his flaming sword and like kick ass and his little flame tail. It looks so awesome. So yeah. But I guess that's a spoiler, and Laurie will yell at me. But he has a scar here. So I just said he has a scar and a missing tooth. I didn't say how.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's there. But he'll be in book 2, Raising Hell. He's actually not a bad guy. He's a dark Cupid, but Draven pissed him off, so now he's not Draven's an ass. What can I say?
It just cracks me up where you're your own Tom Holland, where it's like Tom Holland is constantly spoiling Marvel stuff, and you like spoil your stuff, and I'm always like, and I'm everybody else on Marvel that's like, shh, stop spoiling your own stuff. I know you're excited because you want people to like know all the ins and outs, but let them read it.
Ruining it for everybody.
I know.
Yeah, I love spoilers. I look up things before I read the book or watch the show. I want to make sure it ends the way I want it to end.
No, let them read it.
I love that page, the Hellhounds.
Oh yeah,
that's page 2. By the way, the first one with the go up a little bit. Yeah, there's page 2. So it starts off a little extreme right away. So
yeah,
just saying, I don't like to keep people waiting. Actually, the reason why that happened is technically I started as a role player, and you have to grab the attention of the person that may or may not write back. And when I sent her this, I think it was 4,000 word reply starter, she's like, hell yeah, I'm writing to this. So, and then that's how we got here where we are right now. So, yeah, good times.
It's different how you got into comics. Everybody has their own journey, but going from like a role-playing back and forth writing like a pen pal almost to writing comics, which is really cool.
The way we did it was, and we started, you could tell the difference because in the beginning I wrote a huge starter. That was the longest starter I ever made, and it was almost, I think it was 39 or 3,800 words, and we kind of kept it around 2,000 words as we go. And then when I'm doing the script, I can see how it just furthers and furthers out, and it goes to like, we had 6,000 word replies. So like, we wrote 10 novels in 2.5 years, and they're like 90,000 words each. These are not skimpy novels. So, and we're still writing, so it's all good.
Hi, Carol. Thanks for coming in.
Carol. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for being wild in the chat because I love that. It makes me laugh.
I like animated people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got told that.
Look who it is. Welcome back.
He's
I said
Yeah.
you said 15 minutes, and that's how long it took. So
Thank you for being prompt.
Yes.
I tried.
Wait, Paul posted something. I want to run this past. Where'd you go? Here, you can have this as your like Easter egg in one of your future books, Carissa. A zombie demon Laurie chasing Paul Gomez with a potato peeler.
What, to like scrape his big old potato head? Yeah, I figured it would be something like that.
I didn't say that, Paul.
I did.
I definitely like. I don't know how many indie creators will want to do a crossover or a mini series, but I am up for anything with other characters. That was my favorite thing when I watched shows or comics, except for comics when you go across. Like I think Midnight Suns was across 5 or 6 different.
Something like that, yeah. It was all the dark titles.
Yeah, I just love seeing the other characters merge with the other characters and how they interact. I mean, my characters will fit in anywhere, especially series 2, because they go through, portals and they go to different cultures and stuff. So they have to do all that stuff. So I could fit them in anywhere. I mean, my world has magic, so I could just do a spell. You're now in this era, so I could fit them. So
I would love for them to show up in my world and be like, "Where are we? No," and then go immediately out like, "No, we're not doing this."
God,
be like, "What?"
Now I need to do that. I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna be like a little.
I want to see a crossover between both of your books. That would
be
fun.
I
totally want to.
Yeah, my artist is gonna be like, "What did you just agree us to?" Be like, "So I have this idea. It totally is. It's great, and I'll just pitch it to him, and he'll be like, "You're nuts."
Yeah, I mean, my artist can finish it in like a week, but
right.
Yeah, so I'm role playing with one other person right now. I canceled all my role playing sites, and I only role play with one person because he's awesome, and I have 3 pages with him. Yeah, I have 3 pages with him, and one of them he wants to like have a mini series with my characters. Like we've been writing for 2 years. We should do a comic book with our characters. And I said, you're not going to like it because your character is, he thinks he's all that, and he's tough and everything. And Draven will destroy him. Hell, Serafina will destroy him. So the only thing we can do is like have the female characters like trapped somewhere, and Draven has to stop to go get her. That is the only reason Draven will not kick his ass. So I said, we can make it, but you're going to have to lower your ego or figure something out. I love Draven to bits, but especially when he's separated from Serafina because, he pretty much shares her soul. And so if he's by himself, he'll go dark and he'll destroy everyone. So you want to screw with him, you can in any comic. So just, I could see him arguing with Jude too. So.
I know. Jude would be like, "You don't want to do that." He'd be like, "Yes, I do." And he's like, "No, you really don't." He's like, "Yes, I do. And I'm going to do it now." And it's like, well,
I could totally see Jude being like, "Don't go near the bear." And Draven's like, "Don't worry about it.
It's just a bear.
It's just a bear." And then,
but it's not.
So yeah, I'm totally digging this. I'm all for it. I love to see them in anything. So that's why I'm
trying to save his life. Like, stop. No, don't.
Don't stop, please. No.
Stop, please.
No,
yeah,
no,
like Willy Wonka.
No,
Like,
Willy Wonka. I was just gonna say, it's like, no, stop, don't. Yeah.
He's like, oh well, he's dead. Let's go.
Yeah. And I could see like Draven just doing this. I mean, he does all this shit barehanded, or he picks up. He doesn't have an actual weapon. Serafina has like what 5 guns on her and a blade. And he's like, I'll pick up something along the way, or
right. Or he's like, I've got a stick.
Well, in cover
Random, what does Bavaria mean?
Bavaria.
Bavaria.
Oh, okay.
He's in Berlin.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. All right. Sorry. I had no idea. I didn't know.
We're talking about beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're having a
Oktoberfest
conversation
in
in the chat.
Berlin too, but it's not like Bavaria. Not about it at all.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just want to say thank you to the new subscribers we picked up today. Thank you to all the backers. Thank you for everybody.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, back
that
this amazing
retweeted it.
book.
Thank all you. Thank everybody. We appreciate what you do to help us do what we do.
Which is to help indie comics and creators like
Yes.
Corissa get her projects funded so we can continue to read new and interesting stories and not the same regurgitated crap that we're being forced from Hollywood. No
If I
more.
may,
I'm glad my story is unique. It just sometimes would be so much easier to be like, oh, it's a zombie survival guide. Go read it. But no, it has to have angels and demons and a hellhound and a zombie Anubis and zombie
And
merman.
mermen.
And yeah. I'm gonna die during the cons. I know it. I'm gonna be laryngitis at the end, and
I always am too.
Well, my biggest thing is I'm going to talk to one person too long. I already know it because I'm getting so excited, and and my husband, I love him to death. He's just going to sit there on his phone. So, he's
got to participate. That's the hard part.
No,
is
he
when you start
needs to
the table,
participate.
man.
He
You get 3 and 4 people, and you got to talk to everybody. And it's like, I got to pass one on to you, dude. You got to run credit cards, or you got to bag books.
He can
You
run
gotta do
credit cards,
something.
but I mean, he couldn't sell my story to me. Like he's
brother.
So, but he so
She loves you, bro, but
I worked on that.
But yeah, I know my husband. And
When you come to the United Kingdom, I will be your table person, and I will help you, and I will sell that book like you wouldn't believe.
I do want to go to a London con because my artist is also in London. And
Yeah.
it's tax deductible, and I've always wanted to come to London. So
Hold
it
up.
is not out of the question that I would go to a London con.
Now, even if you don't, your artist can still go set up, hang out with Nick and Rich and Lucifer and all these other guys that are over there.
Ew.
Go together and hang out.
Sausage party.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
You know?
I'm worried about all those guys.
He's Rich is
That's
like,
a
I don't
party.
want another guy at our
You're like a
table. Bring
sausage.
Corissa or no dice.
I don't want none of that stuff, man. It's like they're all gonna look at me like I'm something to put mustard on. You know, it's like no,
Stop
I don't
that.
want that.
My artist.
I
is
meant I was a hot dog.
Dead guy, I've been doing this like for 3 years, and I started out doing what we call CromCon, which is an all weekend event. That's how I started doing this, so it was pretty easy. I used to work in radio, made it really easy to talk to a microphone and not know how many people are paying attention or whatever. But I've never had so much fun in my life as I've had the last 3 years since I started doing this. You know, I was 57 years old when I found my calling. You know, it's like
someone bought my my old PDF on my website. So if James is on the show, I say thank you. I don't know how to get any of that money, but I love selling things. So I'm assuming.
One thing I can tell you is when I started, it was one channel or one. Now we broadcast to 8 different destinations, and trying to keep up with the chat on all of them sometimes gets a little crazy because there'll be people on Facebook, you know, watching other people on Twitch. It's like we try to broadcast in as many places as possible, you know. So back in the beginning, it was kind of easy to keep up. Now it's a little more difficult, but we work at it. You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. I still have a hard time calling myself a writer. I call myself a storyteller, but I guess technically I am the writer.
That's just as good. That's just as good, Corissa. Trust me, it is.
Yeah,
She's
and
so modest.
Huh?
You're modest. You like downplay your skills. You wrote this entirely epic, supernatural drama. It's like a, you know, ballad. And she calls herself a storyteller. I do pencil things, and it's like, what? No.
My co-writer just said I have an idea, but it might be painful. We torture our characters, and we have an idea every other hour. So this is how we wound up with 10 novels.
Yeah.
And the prequel is going to be, like 30, and then series 2 is already started. And I think there's like a part of series 3. We skip around when we have an idea. We get so excited to do it that we'll just skip and do it, and we'll figure out how to connect it later. And that's how we got these really cool stories, because it's like I think we wrote the ending to the whole series before we were even done writing it all.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then so series I think we might mix it with series 2, but we really screwed with our characters, and this time it was emotional. So I'm used to screwing with them physically and torturing them and stuff, but I'm scared to know what her idea is because she has pretty painful ideas. we do them all, but I mean, our poor characters are like, why do I have to go through this? There was a meme once that was awesome. It had the characters talking, and it had the writers say, I have an idea, or it said the characters were really happy or something, and the writer goes, I have an idea, and the character goes, no. and he goes, no, it'll be great. Yeah,
not accepting new ideas right now.
Yeah, so yeah, but we're still writing the spin-off. So we added 2 new stories yesterday or 2 days ago where I was like, oh, we have to do this. So now we're gonna write that. So, and we had
God.
It's just the story is just always growing and always expanding, and that's great. You know, it's not stagnant, it's not regurgitated. It's always growing.
Yeah. It's just there's so many possibilities with them, and they're such awesome characters, and I never get tired of writing for them. And pretty much they write the story. I'm pretty sure I'm probably schizophrenic, and that's why the story is so good, because they just write the story itself. Like
everyone saying stuff like that.
Like the dialogue is so good. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was my character that just wrote that. I don't know what I wrote, but yeah, I have to say,
but they take on a life. It's like after you've been walking around in their shoes for a while, it's like, this is how this person would say this or react to this, or like, this is what they're thinking. So that's a sign of a well-developed story, is when it's like, you can let go. You just start putting dilemmas and roadblocks in the way, and your character just reacts. So
yeah, I mean, it's so funny because if I'll be reading her reply, because we still write it as a novel and we still write it as a role player. So I'll read her reply, and while I'm writing mine, I just can picture what Draven's going. She writes for Draven, and I write for Seraphina, so I can just picture what Draven's going to do.
Yeah.
And generally I could hear what he's going to say, and because he's so sarcastic, he's never mean to her, but everyone else, he hates everybody, even the people that help him. He doesn't care.
Nah.
But he just won't kill you. If you help Seraphina, he just won't kill you. That's your bonus for, you know. And I love, I think it's book 3 where there's 2 other characters that join in, and the banter between him and the second character is just so funny. And he punches him like twice at least.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't know who to vote for because the other guy's not that bad, and Draven's like an asshole. Like, who do I vote for this? But yeah, I wish she would hurry up with the damn idea, because she drives me crazy. Now I'm just sitting here like, how painful is this idea? What are you going to do to my poor character?
Yeah.
So it was pretty.
Then there's me. I'm like, ha ha ha.
Yeah,
you read.
Yeah. I think you're
like,
worse.
I do terrible things to my characters and in my books, and I'm sorry, but you all got to come along with me. It's one of those things, like, I've experienced trauma in my life, and now all of you also have to experience that trauma.
Wow, that's messed up. That's messed up.
Misery
hey,
loves
man,
company.
if I live through it, you do too.
That's right.
Why? El Taco Muerto. What's going on in the chat? They're talking about moving to Germany and opening a taco restaurant in the chat.
What are you gonna do with a taco restaurant in Germany?
Yeah.
Look,
would that even the Taco Muerto, the dead?
The madness
taco.
is the place where ideas are born.
I like that, the dead taco.
I mean, that would go really well here in Texas.
Yeah. We went.
Ooh, clever Clinton. Hey, welcome.
Nerdette, welcome to the show.
Who? Nerdette? Who's Nerdette?
That's a great name. Yeah,
that is a great name.
Yeah. Hey, man, we identify as nerdettes.
Yes.
We're with you.
We're nerdettes.
Welcome to the show. Welcome back anytime.
I've been a nerd since ever.
Ever.
I mean, it's the best place to be, man. But actually, I was lucky because I was somewhat I didn't know I was popular, but I was apparently popular in high school, and I just thought I was a nerd that gave out candy now and then. But apparently, I was well liked, and I had like 5 guys had crushes on me that I had no idea. So yeah, it wasn't until my senior year at graduation they were like, "Oh yeah, I had a crush on you." I was like, "What? What happened? Where was I?" Like, I don't know.
Yeah, she is kind of. I know she's kind of a big deal. I've interacted with her on Twitter. I know what she's about. I know some of the shit she's going through right now. She's cool.
Hear that?
Yes.
Cool.
Y'all follow her on Twitter. You can find her really easy. And she's cool. And she does the thing. She talks about other stuff and brings attention to what's going on.
Hey man, let's talk.
So
we both write comics. We would love to come be on your show. You're welcome on mine.
Everybody on my shows does comics but me.
You do support. You are marketing, head of marketing.
Yeah, there you go. What's up, Black Phoenix? How you doing?
Hi.
Welcome to the show. This is awesome.
Hey, my brother,
You rock.
Hello, Black Phoenix.
Welcome to the channel. We appreciate you, man.
Tuesday morning brew. We need another logo, like a jingle.
Anyway, what we're talking about right now is Worthy Chaos Redemption.
Yes.
We launched it at noon, like an hour and a half ago, and it's got a goal of 1,000. We just want to get this one funded real quick so our girl Corissa can relax.
Carissa, do you want to
refresh the campaign?
Huh?
Do you want to refresh that page to see what you got?
Sure.
I think it automatically does it. So
It does, but I'll refresh it. Boop.
But my brother said he's working and he hasn't pledged yet. So there's still
All right.
other to pledge.
Yeah, it's going great.
Thank you.
37%.
Yeah, congratulations. You're doing fantastic.
Awesome.
And we will be, of course, Corissa hangs out with the madness. You'll see her all month long on different shows. She'll be at CromCon this weekend. It's like we're not going to let people forget about this campaign. We're going to push it all the way.
Oh, that's
They
right.
tolerate me more than anyone else. I love them all. So I've never met more supportive people. So,
This is true.
yes.
This is a great group.
This is very true. It's better than this is the best network I've ever been involved with.
Absolutely.
Hardly any backbiting, hardly any people.
Yeah, and mostly it's Rich that causes
I gotta
all the
bring up drama.
anyway.
That's right. I definitely
Hey,
cause all the
guys.
drama because that's my purpose in life.
To bring up
I
drama.
don't know. People don't understand this. That I am a troublemaker.
Dross.
I am. That is me. That is most definitely me, and I can't help it. But this is just how I was born. I was born this way. I was born this way.
We're gonna move on from that.
Go, baby. I was born this way.
Let me just say, I started comics not too long ago
Let's move
either.
to the
Carissa and I are
music.
around the same path. I started, really looking in 2020, but didn't really take off until 2022. So January is when I met Marco, and he and I launched our first Kickstarter, and was on. And I had a publicist at the time. Jeff Haas helped me on a bunch of shows and network, and I got onto the Brew, and I had a wonderful time, and everybody on here was great. And we talked about I didn't obviously launch on the network, but Pops was like, when does your campaign end, because we want to do a closeout show. And I was like, I don't even know what that is. So we hung out on more shows, and we did a closeout show. We talked to Marco. Oh, do you know who Marco is? Marco DeFillo is the artist of Path of the Pale Rider, and he does lots of work on other projects as well.
Yeah.
But Marco's a good guy, and so him and I met in 2022. Well, the end of 2021, moved into production in 2022, and then he's been with the project since. So I haven't met a more supportive group than this one that's kind of stepped in and just been like, hey, what are you working on? You want to come on CromCon? Do you want to come on, do you want a game? Do you want to, show up on Doc's Coffee Shop? Do you want to, there's so many opportunities here to be in the chat, to be on shows, to be part of the Facebook group where you can support, everybody here will drop a link and be like, hey, Laurie just launched it. Laurie's looking for 2 more backers.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. A lot of the people from the Twitter realm don't know, but actually the madness was born on Facebook. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where it began. And I call it the best kept secret on Facebook. But it is the one place where you can go promote your books and nobody is going to tell you you can't do that. You go there, you drop your link once a day, at least through your whole campaign, even as you're leading up to your campaign. I want you guys to get seen. That's where this all began. That's how CromCon began. That's how every 27 weekly freaking shows, it all started in a little Facebook group called the Comic Related Madness. And that's where most of our following is, So if you Facebook, go over there and join the madness, because you will not be disappointed. You're going to see it all the good indie stuff,
Yeah, I met Pops 2 days before my last one ended.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, so I have a guest. Her name is Corissa. Her Kickstarter ends like in 2 days, and Pops was like, "Excuse me, what?" And
what am I supposed to do in 2 days? That was what he said. He's like, "What am I supposed to do?"
Our show had been booked out. Was the problem? Like, I wanted to get Corissa on. She usually works on Tuesdays, and I had guests scheduled. So it's like, well, this is the only time at least we can get you on before it ends, right?
Right.
So we got you on, and then Pops was like, "Listen, from now on, you're part of us." And I was like,
I don't Facebook, I don't go on my Facebook feed and do a lot other than share stuff there. I go to Facebook and I go in the madness and I see what's going on in the group, and then I get out. I don't hang out in the Facebook realm like the news feed type part of it. I go to my group, I promote what you guys are doing in the group and share stuff out of the group, but that's it. It's like I don't hang out there, Twitter's bad enough. I get caught up in enough of the Twitter shit. I don't need the Facebook shit too. I do love social media though, but there's a couple of things that, we don't need, cancel culture and victim culture. We don't need those in social media. They make a whole lot of mess. I love promoting people, and this is what we do. This is what it's all about. The madness. It's 3 years old this year. In April, madness will be 3 years old. Okay, so CromCon will be 3 years old in April. The madness just turned 3. That's right. The group was around for a few months before we started doing CromCon.
Happy birthday!
Yay!
And for those of you who don't know how this all began, when COVID shut down all the cons, when Emerald City went down in 2020, I talked to some friends of mine and I was like, what are you guys going to do? What are you guys going to do? Because everybody was freaking out. Yeah. Nobody was going to make any money, right? Everybody was freaking out. And one of my friends was like, well, I'm just going to have a huge sale this weekend. And I was like, well, that's great. What about everybody else? And that's when I started doing CromCon, which is a weekend-long event. And it's this weekend, the final weekend of every month. We try to put on an event that covers as many people as we possibly can. So tune in this weekend, yo. What's up, Elon? What's happening?
Hey!
Elon is also from the Twitter side. What's up, brother?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the also show I was on when Dead Guy was there. So that's where I met Dead Guy in the comments.
Cool.
Hi.
Hey guys. Hi.
They're awesome. That's an awesome
this launch thing. Elon, if you would please share this out. The link is the link's in the chat about a dozen.
Oh, he's super supportive. He's on Twitter tweeting my stuff. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I follow.
So that's what we do.
No, you were awesome, Dead Guy. Plus, you called me hot. I figured it's because your Dead Guy has bad eyes, but either way, it was cool.
There she goes again.
I don't use a filter, or makeup, so however I look is how I look. But maybe this camera's broken.
Hey, just a clue for you ladies: makeup tastes like shit. All right.
I don't even own makeup.
Don't put that stuff all over your face. I don't want to taste that.
Well, you're not tasting it through the camera. Geez.
I never wore it, and it's for one reason only. My mother was upset because she wanted me to wear the makeup and the earrings. She had extra here. My mom was cooler than me. She had ear. I think 3 postings on each ear, and I was way too lazy for makeup. I wore it one day, and I was like, "This is the worst." All I thought about is, "It's still on? Is it still there? Is it messed up?" I cannot handle this pressure. So that's it.
Forget about it and like touch your face, and then you look like a raccoon.
It was one day in the last 44 years that I wore. I can't even tell you what day it was, but it was one day, and it was the worst day of my life. So yeah, we're never wearing makeup, but I save a ton of money because lipsticks now is like what, $12 for a little thing of lipstick. So
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So no makeup.
Right, so I do have another show starting at 2.
Okay.
We're gonna have to vacate the network for a little while.
I think it was pretty good.
This was a great show.
What show you got at 2
got
o'clock? What show you got?
37%.
What show do you have at 2
And
I'm going
lots
to
of new
leave
people in
this
the
up.
chat today. That was awesome.
Dude,
new subscribers, awesome.
Whole bunch of new
Thank you,
subscribers.
everybody.
Love you guys. You guys rock.
Thank you,
I'm gonna
guys.
leave this up as the featured video on the channel.
Thank you.
So that
This is so good to me.
you people that come in and see the replay, look, go back this freaking book. The link is in the description down there. Go hit it. You're gonna love it.
Hey, Elon, you came at the end. That's okay, dude. There's always the replay. We have lots of fun. We do lots of good stuff in the show, and get to see all the perks and the Kickstarter page. But you can go; it's live. Like, you can go check it out.
Thank
you.
man.
Thanks, Laurie.
Hey, man,
You know,
anytime.
we do what we do. We do the best we can to help people sell books. That's what the madness is all about.
Just remember, because next time I launch a party, I want you there hanging out with me when I have all the jitters, and I'm like,
Yeah, it would be an absolute. I feel like all special when you show me a page. I'm like, I saw a page.
I know I'm not. You're like pages, and I'm like, I got a page for you. One.
Hi, Jennifer.
Like, I love it.
Jennifer,
but I'm like,
go check that one out. Right
I got one page.
That's
But they're
what we're looking
awesome freaking pages, man. They're
I know we do
great.
some pretty epic destruction. It's like death, dying, destruction. So we can't wait. We can't wait. We got a couple more days. I think they're actually up there. I went and looked right before the show, and I think Marco uploaded the pages so I can go finish the text, and then they go to the editor for the final look.
I have 2 more pages to show you.
I don't look. She's like, I got 2 new pages, and I'm like, damn.
There's only 3 left to go.
All right, ladies, say your goodbye.
All right. We'll talk. Corissa, you and I going to just talk later.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for sharing,
man. Great
retweeting,
show.
backing, all that stuff. We freaking love you. I'm going to play your trailer one more time, Corissa. And I'll probably find, where is that path? Okay, I see it. All right.
Yeah,
We'll
play mine
that
too.
one again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
play my new trailer. I love the song. It's awesome.
I know. I love the song in the trailer, too. It kicks ass. But first, the star of our show.
Now it goes up. It went up.
till I die. And kill till I die.
Bringing you sex, sass, and style. Buckle up and unlock your imagination for a fun adventure with these death-dealing dames. They sail the galaxy in search of spoils. The most dangerous acquisition, and the most fruitful, are the legendary Splinters of Yggdrasil. The Splinters are magical artifacts forged from the Tree of Life that wreak havoc on the universe. The missions are perilous, but the bounty is glorious. Enjoy our hyper-fictional wonderland. How is a pirate ship sailing through space? 'Cause magic. How do they heal so quickly after battle? 'Cause magic. How are they able to communicate through jewelry? 'Cause magic. It's all about the characters. Abo, rough, robotic, ready. Mo, carefree, callous, courageous. Mistress Graven, daring, diplomatic, dominating. Betsy, academic, accountable, aristocratic. Nefara, ancient, assured, adrenaline junkie. Bruto, proud, prominent, protective. Fisty, independent, incendiary, invigorating. Roxy, superficial, scarred, secretive. Once you get to know this diverse crew of mythical miscreants, you'll be anxious to find out what trouble they'll get into on the next episode. Go to abogrizzly.com and order both halves of the first episode today.
America's southern border has become a war zone. Human traffickers, drug smugglers, and terrorists flow across the Rio Grande with impunity, secure in the knowledge that no one will stop them. A distant federal government lectures Americans on their privilege while punishing overworked Border Patrol agents who were helpless to stem the tidal wave of invaders and determined migrants. Second-generation Cuban-American Marcos Zamora is a military vet, more patriotic than most Americans. No longer able to ignore the chaos at his doorstep, he acts. Joined by his best friend Gus, they hit the border every night, saving lives while stopping violent drug cartels and other opportunists. The government reacts with fury at Marco's attempts to preserve American sovereignty, deploying the full might of their enforcement agencies. But Marcos understands that the only thing the rich and powerful fear is bad publicity, and he records every encounter. Whoever he is, this private American must be stopped. Illustrated by Richard Bonk and written by Eisner winner Mike Barron, Private American is his version of Captain America, and maybe a little Punisher, taking part in this ongoing, violent, and very real battle of good versus evil in the war for American sovereignty. Grab your copy at theprivateamerican.com.
We have a secure border, and that is a priority for our administration.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands and brakes.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit